Hello and welcome to Casting Roles, a persistent D&D campaign played by a bunch of theater nerds. Thank you for joining us. If you're liking the show, please don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. And if you'd like to reach out to the show, you can find us on social media. We're on Twitter at Casting Roles and on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Casting Roles ILM. And you can also find our website with our podcast information at castingrolesilm.com. Our videos are uploaded on YouTube on Friday, and our new podcast is being uploaded on Tuesdays each week, going back to the beginning of the campaign. But with no other announcements, we'll go ahead and start the show. So, ticket takers. After spending a couple days in Alyria and getting into as much trouble as you could possibly find, you decided, part of the party decided that it would be a good idea to go on an outing to the circus along with the Rats of the Dangerous. After doing some clothes shopping, you headed off to the circus where Kaimana encountered many mythical creatures, very exciting. Met a Totoro, who informed you that there were some shady dealings occurring at the circus, and just in time for the bell to ring for the show to begin. And you all made your way to the large circus tent for the beginning of the show. Meanwhile, your drunken bard and blood hunter,
tipsy. I want that on record.
tipsy bard and blood hunter
That
decided.
doesn't make it better.
Yes, it does actually.
There's no points of exhaustion. There you go.
Okay.
Mechanically, yes. Ethically, no.
No. Yes, their inhibitions were down, but their abilities are still fine. Decided to break into the home of Uriel Dane, the master of coin in the Curia Regis. Exploring the house with some very successful stealth rolls, you managed to make your way into his large office. It kind of explored that around, found some details and information that were pertinent to his relationship with a priori, as well as a secret entrance to an underground chamber. After dealing with some traps and making your way through, you made your way into the chamber space where you found a portal or arcane focus of some kind, and strapped to a torture device in the back, you found Uriel Dane, who is supposed to be upstairs taking a bath. So, ticket takers, with that in mind, we're going to cut to the circus.
Before we go any further, I just want to point out that circus tents burn down all the time.
All the time. Yep, they're very flammable. There's hay everywhere.
Very flammable. It does not necessarily mean we're going to be responsible for that.
If they start playing Stars and Stripes forever, if you just run for the exits.
Listen, if they start playing Greatest Showman, I give you full blessing for at least the ground.
Let the match.
Agreed.
All right. So where we left off, Graf Glockenspiel, the ringmaster of the circus, had just welcomed everybody to the show. The lights had dimmed down, and then there was this explosion of artificial magical fireworks everywhere as a series of magical steeds took to the chamber and were wheeling around with people on top of them doing stunts and handstands and all kinds of different things. And then as this cacophony of sound and light was showing, a single magical spotlight appears at the top of the circus tent, and you see a beautiful woman, elven in nature, tannish skin, brunette hair, kind of plaited off to the side, and she seems to be descending from the top of the circus in a very magical mien as she's kind of descending and rotating in there. And then Graf, who had seemed to disappear in the flurry of horses, appears at the center of the ring, and he says, "First, we would like to turn our attention to Renala the Weird, the seer and magician of the Glockenspiel Circus, who is going to tell the story of the primals." And you watch as As she's descending, she begins to kind of cast outwards, and you see bits of energy leaving her hands. And there's a burst of fire that takes form into this flaming bird that wheels around the chamber. And then a burst of lightning shoots out and takes the form of this howling wolf that charges through the air. And a gust of wind turns into this coiling serpent, Ouroboros style, that goes out in one direction. And then a miasma kind of goes out and forms a massive skull that seems to about to bite into one half of the crowd, but then traverses around and continues to move. And then a thunderous shake moves the stadium as an oxen bursts out of the ground, and these creatures begin to kind of rotate around. And she's singing a song. And her song is about the chaos at the beginning of the world. And these creatures that are now moving around begin to charge at one another and clash. And there are explosions of energy in the air as these are going on. And she's talking about these primordial entities that were waging an endless war with one another. And then you see people dressed in attire entering in at multiple points of the stage, 9 of them in total. You recognize one in violet that's glowing with this bright energy, and there's another of sapphire and indigo and all of the colors of the rainbow. And they enter into the chamber, and her song changes to one of the 9 arriving. And they begin to do battle with these massive creatures. And you see the effects of people dancing with these mystically created artistic representations of the primals, and they're clashing, and there's bursts of light, and you can see Renala is controlling these illusions as they're flying around the stage, and her song is telling the story. And one by one, each of the primals is kind of snuffed out into a single ball of energy, and those 5 balls of energy are bound together, and then they explode in a centerpiece of light at the center where Renala is, and it rains down in a shimmer across the entire stadium. And there's a cheer as the crowd goes up to see the witness of the destruction of the primals.
I'm keeping an eye on Kaimana to make sure he doesn't charge out into the middle of.
Kaimana is like sitting on like Saurus's lap. But, like,
yeah, there's just
on Kaimana's lap.
yeah, there's just glitter falling all around you, Kaimana, like the shiny glitter from the explosion. It doesn't hurt or burn.
Can I make like a religion or a history check to see if her telling like matches like all that I know about like that level of mythology, or if she's like maybe including more details that I hadn't heard before?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. You can choose religion or history and let me know which one you picked.
I did religion. Got a 17.
17. So you actually, because of conversations that you've had with Marlowe and your own understanding of history, this is the story as is told broadly. Okay. That the 9 gods destroyed the primals before they created Alyria. What is left out of this is that the primals were not destroyed because they could not be, but they were instead bound, and they formed the core of the planet that Alyria became. She's telling the story as is expected from the religious standpoint of most people, not from the truth.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. As she's kind of rising back up, this other individual kind of steps out, and Graf appears like up on a balcony, not a balcony, like a railing around one of the central columns. Somehow he's getting around very quickly. And he says, and now Broly, the lion and tamer. And you watch this tall, 7 foot tall individual kind of step out wearing this cloak of just scarlet red. And he kind of whips it off and throws it to the side. And you see in front of you a massive regal lionin. Yellow fur, beautiful mane, kind of plaited and braided in certain places with beads and feathers in certain elements. And he has a whip. And he begins to kind of crack the whip, And all of these creatures appear from a back kind of paddock area and start coming through. Not lions, because he's a lion and tamer, but these are a bunch of mystical creatures. And you recognize a couple of them. There are the tiger that was in the paddock earlier. A couple of the peritons are flying around. And then a massive owlbear kind of charges into the area. And as it kind of ferociously attacks towards an audience, he comes forward and whips down at it, and it heals and then pops back into an area. And he goes through a show where he's got the owlbear like standing up on a ball and balancing, and then clapping and kind of exciting the audience that way. But Broly puts the owlbear through its paces, while the other animals are just kind of like darting into the audience and like going to small children and getting pets and stuff on the nose. The parents,
Josh.
yeah, go ahead.
We didn't see the owlbear earlier when we went through the section, right?
No, the owlbear is kept at it was a different place. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then one of the peritons comes up to you, Kaimana, recognizing you. And then like it kind of flies up next to you and just like nods its head and bows from your earlier ability to kind of calm it down or control it in some way. And
I'll
then
hold out some popcorn.
okay, it takes the popcorn from you and then flies off. And this like little kid next who's sitting kind of a couple seats down from you goes, "The Peritons liked him. They don't like anybody." And then they keep kind of going around. And as
Broly
Broly,
just got like a big grin on his face. He's like, yeah.
Yep. And then as Broly is kind of whipping and getting the owlbear to kind of do its final things, you see the Totoro come out, and it has a umbrella in its hand. And the Quelaag kind of, or not Quelaag, Broly kind of not whips in its direction, but directs it, and suddenly, like magically, the Totoro just lifts into the air, and you see a trapeze, a high wire stretch across from post to post, and the Totoro kind of alights on it. At that moment, Broly is kind of herding all of the animals out, and then Graf Glockenspiel appears kind of at an entrance to the side of you, and he says, "And next, Quelaag, the high wire trapeze artist, and Totoro will do their dance." And you see this very nimble human female kind of cartwheel out onto the high wire with Totoro, and she has an umbrella as well. And they begin to do this kind of like backward dance with their umbrellas. And then Renala appears at the base, and she casts upwards, and you see this cloud begin to form in the air, and rain begins to fall, kind of hitting their umbrellas and splashing off to the side, and they're splashing through the rain. But you notice that the rain doesn't reach the ground. It disappears before it hits the sawdust surface. And this dance goes for a little while. With Totoro kind of balancing Quelaag on his hand for a moment, and then kind of tossing her, and she grabs the high wire and swings up and does a somersault and lands on top of it. And at that moment, all of you staring up at the top don't necessarily notice, but I think Kaimana, you'd pick up on it, and Abel for sure. And with your new perception source as well. You see 3 figures entering in from 3 different entrances, all wearing indigo robes that are smattered with constellations and symbols of stars. Their hands kind of in their kind of like almost like monks kind of in their sleeves. And as Quelaag and Totoro are finishing up, at the very end, he kind of falls backwards and she falls the opposite side, and then their umbrellas catch in the air and they just slowly drift to the ground. Graf appears at the back, and his voice is a little different. It's not the uproarious like excitement of a new show that's appearing. He says, "And now the patrons of our performance, the Star Speakers, Trevally and crew." And then he quickly exits out of the back, and the Star Speakers approach, and they form kind of this triangle at the center of the piece, and they say, We are so thankful that you've joined us, and you notice that they're all speaking simultaneously in unison, for our fantastic performance of the Good Time and Gilgist Circus. Before our final show, we just have one thing to show you. And they all lift their hands in the air, and you see this image of rising floating rocks and towers and a small village kind of built on some of these floating rocks. And they say, "This is Starfall, our beautiful home. And we invite any of you here who would like to know more about it to please gain information before you leave the tent today. Starfall is a peaceful community that is here for all who are looking for a home." I need everyone to roll wisdom saving throws.
Lord Jesus.
And our rats.
Yeah, roll for the rats.
That's a 25 for Kaimana. he's heard this bullshit before.
Yeah.
And yeah, let me roll for Olympic.
Wisdom? Where my wisdom? 17 for Abel.
Oof. Olympic got a 5.
Beaker got a 20.
Crystal.
What, you got 13 source?
Mortar got a 21.
Wow.
He rolled a 19. You cannot tell my boy what to do.
Okay. Pestle.
You tell him to do something, he does the opposite.
Yeah, Pestle got a 17.
My guy got a 15 natural.
Okay, let me roll. Every single one of you just roll an additional 20. Don't add anything to it. Just tell me what it was. So I'll start with Grace or Jace. Yeah.
2.
Okay. Ronnie.
9.
Okay. Ace.
Also 9.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Atwood.
5.
Okay.
Oh, this crowd rolled fast.
Oh, no.
And
17?
17.
Okay.
We had one member or one part of the crowd that rolled higher than that. All right. So as you're all kind of sitting there, all of you are just like, God, they're trying this thing again. And then the rats are kind of like looking at you like, what's going on? But you notice a look come over Olympic's face. And Olympic just kind of like turns and looks at you and he says, "These guys are amazing. Do you think this would be a good place for the rats to live?"
We'll need to we can look into that. We'll need to find out where it is, so if you want to go there, that you can.
That would be a great
So we need
idea.
to get that information.
Okay. And so Olympic is under the thrall, and you can tell of these. And for the most part, like, you see the whole crowd doesn't seem to have been affected. Just about 10 or 15 people. And you see a couple of them like shaking their heads like what was that? But you see these looks of just like awe begin to descend on various different members of the crowd around you.
Josh, would Lesser Restoration dispel it?
You can try. It's a charm effect.
I'm gonna hold off for now.
Okay. And then as the star speakers kind of finish what they're saying, they each kind of disappear off to the side, but the floating projection of the city of Starfall is still sitting there. And the last show that we see is a massive ball kind of rolls into the area, and it seems hollow, but as it rolls by, you can see that there's a small figure in it kind of rolling the ball, and it rolls around the projection of Starfall, and then it kind of approaches the center, and when it gets to the center, Starfall rises up to the top of the tent, and you see a flap open on the top of the ball, and this dwarf tumbles out of it, and then the flap closes and he lands on top of the ball. And he begins to kind of roll the ball around as all the various different members of the circus line up on the edges, and they each have different objects or items, and they begin to kind of toss them up at him. And then Graf Glockenspiel says, and to close our performance for tonight, we have Jorge Hackensmite, the strong man. And they begin to throw like barbells and barrels and all kinds of things, and he begins to catch them and balance them as he's rolling around the arena. At that moment, Broly comes in and clacks the whip, and the owlbear comes back and gets to the back of the ball and begins to kind of roll the ball as well. So the ball's picking up speed with Jorge keeping up as it's rolling around. And they're continuing to stack more things on top until eventually there's just like this balancing act of Jorge with several things in his arms. And then you see Quelaag, the high wire trapeze artist. She appears up at the top, and there's a spotlight on her, and Jorge kind of gets to a central point underneath her, and he's just balancing there. And she dives off and does a flip and then lands on the very top of kind of like the pyramid of objects that he's balancing. And he's carrying her and the object. Oh. And then the owlbear heaves the whole ball up into the air with Jorge on top of the ball and all of the things that Jorge's carrying, and then Quelaag up on top of that. And they're balancing there for a moment. And then the projection of Starfall descends and kind of closes around them before it explodes into fireworks with them in the center. And these rain down on everybody. But you notice that these fireworks begin to change into tickets, and they fall into the air. And if you catch one, you see they say, "Passage to Starfall for all who are welcome." And you have a ticket to Starfall in your hand.
I mean, they're tickets. So Kaimana like grabs as many as he can. He's not reading anything.
Yeah. And then the kind of the lights begin to kind of rise up, the natural lights in the circus space, and there's a general clapping and cheering and from most of the audience, but you see about 5 or 6 people who are just sitting in their seats staring forward. And then as the rest of the audience kind of files outwards, they stay in their places, including Alembic.
Okay. Is Alembic just completely unwilling to leave?
If you could try to get him to stand up, he's like, well, I think they said to stick around to get information.
Yeah, they've got a tent outside. Remember you saw it when we came in? We should go there.
Well...
Yeah, that's what I would think they would be taking the tickets there.
Well, I think that they said to stay in the tent for information.
Wouldn't you rather talk to them face to face?
You don't think they'll come back here?
They'll come back here, but you can talk to them face to face and ask any
Let's
questions.
skip the line. Let's skip the line, Alembic.
Okay. Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. It doesn't matter which one. Whoever wants to.
I would like to help Rob.
Okay, then Rob can roll just a straight roll.
And I'm rolling persuasion?
Yes.
Probably not going to do it with a 14.
Let's see. No, that beats the spell's DC. So Alembic kind of looks at the other people sitting there, and he's like, so you think we'll be at the front of the line?
Yes.
Okay. I want to be first. Did you get a ticket for me? I didn't. I forgot to grab one.
Kaimana passes him one.
Okay. He clutches it like this prized possession in his hands. Okay. Okay. Let's go and check let's go. Like we got to meet up with them.
Yeah. So I look at Kaimana and Abel and kind of the
Yeah.
and let's go have a chat with the 3.
Okay.
Can I make
go ahead.
Either I guess a medicine check just
I'm
to see like how I can snap him out of this.
It would be Arcana, but you can do that.
I feel like I would be like, hey Abel, this feels like more your line.
Oh, sure. I will see what type of magic this may be. An Arcana check.
Yes.
I would like to help, like,
Okay.
take his pulse or like see if his eyes are dilated. or
Okay,
something.
you can roll a medicine check.
So the first one is an 18.
Okay. You
Is it
20, 24 medicine check.
okay. So there's nothing physically wrong with him, but you get the sense, Abel, with an 18, that he is under the effects of mass suggestion,
26 with my modifier.
and that you could do some damage to him, and he could snap out of it.
Okay.
Oh, do I still have that tear gas sample from from Karen's store?
The
No,
pepper spray.
I just sprayed myself. No, okay. I didn't take it.
No.
Let me dig in my bag, my herbalism kit for like smelling salts or like something that's gonna like do some damage, but is like
I wish Anansi were here. You could go around and do like a little.
pinch.
Did you tell Kaimana and I what you found Abel on the side?
Yeah.
Or,
I'm going to, inform my compatriots what I think they're afflicted with.
Oh no, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna smack the back of Olympic's leg
Okay.
and say that he's got a horsefly on him.
Okay, so that does 1 point of damage to Olympic,
Yep.
and you can roll the saving throw again. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save for Olympic. Hang on. Back out of this. Olympic. Wisdom save. That's a nat 1, so 2.
Yeah. So he kind of like, oh, thanks, Kaimana. I hate flies. Are we gonna go to that tent now?
yes.
There's another one.
Okay, he takes another point of damage. You can roll again.
That's a 3.
Oh God.
They're all over you.
I sidle up to Mortar and go, there's something wrong with your brother. He needs to get whap up the side of the head.
No!
Okay, so he takes more damage because you have a strength modifier. It takes like
wow.
If you're gonna do something, do it right.
Takes like 3 points of damage. Go ahead and make the saving throw again.
It's a
I take-
4.
Oh my God. Okay,
Well, he takes 4 points of damage on an unarmed strike from Mortar.
we can say this
Okay,
will
he doesn't have
eventually
many hit
work.
points left. I wasn't keeping track. How many are we?
So he's lost 6 at this point.
All right, he's down to 9 hit points, guys.
Okay.
Teamwork?
Oh, why are you guys beating the shit out of me?
I'm gonna keep doing it!
You hit him again.
Don't stop
Okay,
Mortar.
let's
He's
just
gonna
knock him
keep
unconscious.
hitting.
Okay, he takes another 4 points. He can make the saving throw again.
That's an 11.
Nope. He needs a
Ace your
he needs a 12.
I can bless and Beaker.
Oh wait! I have something. Can I use my flash of genius?
To increase his saving throw.
Yes, it says they make an ability check or a saving throw. I can add a +5.
Okay. With that, with his last saving throw, a little bloody and like
We just
confused.
all beat the shit out
It's not like while I'm looking at him, I tell Kaimana like he didn't right here on this joint.
Special point.
Yeah.
So just give him like
One-
a twinge and it kind of snaps him
Yeah,
out of it.
a little
Thank
bloody
you,
and
Mortar.
confused. Olympic's like,
Did I fix it? Did I fix it?
why?
Yes.
Why are you guys hitting me so much? What's going on?
I don't know. They told me
More
to.
close to
There was
you.
a lot of flies.
Okay, so how many people have been like entranced by this that are still sitting in the tent?
As you guys have kind of stood up to walk out and have beat the crap out of
Mhm.
Olympic as you're leaving, there are 6 people sitting in the stands still after everyone else has gone.
Okay, I want to go around and with my quarterstaff, just pretend like I'm like walking past the people, you know, like in the movie theater, and I want to try to hit them on like on the knee with my quarterstaff to try to shake them out of it.
Okay, so there's 6. The first
Cycle.
one. Okay, the first person after you hit them, they kind of they grab their knee and ow, but then they like, where'd my family go?
I believe they left already. They may be waiting for you outside.
Oh, okay, and they kind of get up to go. The second one also kind of shakes their head, and it's this older woman. She's like,
Oh,
my grandchildren brought me to the circus, and then they just abandoned me.
I believe they went to the bathroom. They should be waiting for you outside.
Oh, good. Could you help an old lady up?
I'll help her up.
Okay. She's
I help her
really
up.
shaky. And she goes, you get to the third one. And they just kind of rub their knee, but then they kind of go back to sitting still. It's at that moment, Abel, that you need to make a wisdom saving throw as you hear a voice behind you say, please, I suggest you stop hitting our patrons.
No. Okay. Where I put my dice? I put my dice somewhere. I don't know where I put it. I gotta get another one. Jeez. That is a 15, a 13 plus 2.
Okay. Yeah. So you kind of turn around, shaking off the suggestion as it comes forward, and you see 2 of the star speakers are standing there. The 2 that were identified as Trevally and Crew, and they're standing there, kind of looking in your direction, and they've come to do the presentation for the 5 members of the audience who are here.
And
I walk up to them with a smile on my face, like, "Oh, this is great, you're here." And when I get close, I hit Trevally as hard as I can in the groin.
Okay. So we will switch gears and head over to as I will need everybody in the tent to roll initiative.
Sure.
Soris, you're supposed to talk first.
I was
I guess.
He talks-
I don't think you can talk when they are casting suggestion
I mean,
on
that's
people.
true, that's
I think that eliminates the talking stage.
They may be enthralled themselves, so
Yeah, and we talked to them when they were outside of Broadfield at that festival, so we talked to them.
Yeah, Mar would agree with you hitting them, I'm sure.
Okay. Anybody? So here's a very serious question for the group. Are you going to suggest that the rats fight with you or run?
Run.
Yeah, I don't think.
I am going to
11
yell.
only has 5 hit points.
I'm going to yell at them to basically take care of all the people that are sitting there, basically rouse them from their, because they've seen what Abel's doing and the effects change.
Okay.
So their goal is to go around and snap the rest of the people out of it and get them out of the tent.
Okay. I'll handle the rats.
I feel
then.
I feel like Beaker would insist the other rats go do that, and he's gonna stay and help because he did that in the dragon fight, and I think that's his character.
Okay. So go ahead and roll, and I'll handle the other rats, but roll initiative
Sure.
for Beaker. All right. Who at the
All right.
so anybody so Soris, Kamana, Abel, anybody get over a 20 on initiative?
Oh, okay, let me roll. Hang on.
Beaker got a 20.
Beaker got a 20.
I got a 20.
Okay.
Let's go rats.
The rats rolled a natural 20, so like every rat in the fight
Got a 20.
over
Let's
a
go
20.
rats.
So that puts rats, Soris, Beaker. Okay. Kaimana, what did you get?
Kamada got a 13.
Kaimana and Abel?
Super slow. I got a 10.
10. Okay. All
So-
right.
so-
So I got one more to go. Okay. Oh, it's a 2. That's great. Okay. All right. So then switching gears. So we leave the sawdust-covered mystical lights of the circus tent where we have no clue what their abilities are. People have just been bitch slapped by Soris in the groin. And we go to a much darker and colder place. And we descend beneath the prestigious, beautiful home of Uriel Dane into a dark, underground, kind of recessed chamber, where we find Marlowe and Jury standing in front of Uriel Dane as he is bound. What are y'all doing?
All right, Jace, it's PEMDAS time.
It's PEMDAS time. Let's go.
PEMDAS time.
Okay.
We're doing mathematical equations.
It's the order of operations.
It's the order of operations.
Oh fuck. Can I try to like start patting Uriel Dane to see if he's conscious?
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of pat him. He's breathing, but is currently unconscious.
Oh fuck. Oh, Jury, we gotta. Jury, can you?
One second. I want to look at this circle really quick while they're kind of doing that. So roll Arcana.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
It's a summoning circle, or
Yes.
just why they're kind of fucking with Dane. I got a 19.
19. From the runes that you can, what languages do you speak?
Oh, let me see. Hold on. Jury doesn't speak a lot. I only speak Common and Orc.
With Marlowe's help, because Marlowe does speak Infernal, you can tell it's an Infernal rune, and it is for transportation and movement, but not from this plane to other locations within this plane. It's transportation and movement from another plane to this plane.
Oh,
Whoa.
no.
Good.
Oh, no.
Nice. Sick.
No.
Jury, we gotta get him in. Go. Can you do that?
Okay.
Can you do the Urian spell? You know, where you teleport the Urian one. Well, I don't know what your spells are called.
Door.
Sure.
Josh, to clarify Dimension Door rules, does he have to be conscious for me to cast? Because it has to be a willing creature?
Yes.
Does unconscious count as willing, or do I need to wait?
Okay, we're not gonna pretend that being unconscious allows
Oh,
you to give consent.
I meant mechanically, not willing.
Yeah, no, not
Yes.
willing. He cannot
Yeah.
give consent. Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm gonna try to wake him up.
I've got healing spells.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I'll cast healing word first level on him.
Okay. So the spell goes in, and there were some kind of scratches and bruises on his body that are old, and then a few fresh ones as well. And they begin to close up, and his eyes flutter open.
And he heals 8 points, just for
8.
the
Okay.
mechanics of it.
That's important to know.
Hi, Lord Dane. My name's Marlo Apion. I don't know if we've actually spoken before. I'm with the Adventurers Guild. This is Jury. They're also with the Adventurers Guild.
I'm of House Windsor, patrician shit.
Yeah, that also. And we're gonna get you out of here, okay?
The what guild?
Adventure. Oh my god. There's an adventuring guild now, and we're with it. I promise.
How about this?
I'm watching the Adventurers Guild pit.
You don't like being here, right? Tied to a rack.
Uh,
Very unfortunate. Would you like to be somewhere else?
Yes, please.
Okay, then you're gonna come with me, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn to Mar, and I'm like, can you get out on your own?
Yes, take these. I hand you the 2 letters that we pulled from the desk.
Nice.
I will get out on my own.
All right, I'll cast invisibility on you,
Thank you.
and then I'm gonna dimension door out of here.
Okay, I need you to roll a d20 and add your charisma modifier to it.
Okay. Oh god.
Oh no.
I don't like that.
I don't
Ooh,
like
I rolled so well. I got 21.
Okay, so as you're casting Dimension Door, you feel that this room is quite shielded to transportation magic, so that nothing can kind of get in or get out. But with a 21, you manage to bypass the barrier. And where were you shooting for?
Okay, I'm shooting for. I want to be kind of like 120 feet outside the manor, so I could try to message Mar and make sure she gets through okay. I know that be exact when I'm sending to her, but somewhere kind of around there.
Okay, the only problem is that you came into the manor through the sewers, so you do not know what the outside of the manor necessarily looks like, except for that one location above the sewers where you popped up.
Could I get like there? Is that kind of? I mean, with Dimension Door, I could get there.
Yep.
I'm sure it's like
Yeah,
500.
because you've been there before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be 5, 10, 15, 20. That'd be pushing it if you want to stay within 120 feet of Mar.
I'll do that anyway, so I can at least get him into the sewers.
Okay.
And then I'll backtrack if I need to.
All right.
But I'm going there.
So you pop out you kind of grab him, you push through with your magical ability through the wards on this location, and you poof, and Mar, you watch as your friend and Uriel, Dane are gone.
I say, please don't die. I go.
Yeah.
Do our best.
Uriel and Jury, you find yourself on the soft grass outside, slightly covered in dew. And you hear not too far away the guards are still making their rotations.
Okay. Good.
So do you want to go down into the sewer or?
Yeah, I'm going to take Uriel into the sewer.
Okay. So Uriel kind of, but that's my house. Why are we?
Okay. I'll explain everything to you, but we got to make sure you're safe first and your house is not safe.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Yay. Let me talk to you like you're a baby. Well, I got a 26,
Okay.
so...
Yeah. So he kind of groggily and not really sure what's happening necessarily.
I tell him, you're too important to be hurt.
He follows you into the sewer. And so you have him, you kind of go down the stepway, you pull the trapdoor behind you.
Sure. I'll tell him, stay here. And we're gonna escort you, but I gotta make sure my companion gets out. Okay?
Okay. Do you have any food?
Yeah, I have like rations. I'll like pull my rations out.
He immediately begins to kind of ravenously eat into it.
Okay, I give him food and water, and I'll head back up.
Okay. Are you heading back into the house?
I'm not going into the house, but I want to see if I can like hide. I can roll stealth maybe to see if I can find a good hiding spot to just monitor, make sure the guards don't like rush in.
So just from the perspective of if you want to be close enough to message Marlo, you would need to go back into the house.
I'm going to stay outside the house for now. I'm just going to watch the guards.
Okay. All right. So Marlo, go ahead and make a stealth check for me, Jury.
Okay. I got a 12. Not great.
Okay. Marlo, so they step through the door and you're in the chamber now.
Can I do one last super fast investigation check to see if there's anything important down here besides the obvious?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll.
I'm so stressed.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay. So the only things that are in here that seem to be of any importance are there is a like an orrery next to you, and just kind of cursory glancing at it, it is not a representation of Alyria. It is a different planetary structure. There is also a mirror that you recognize as having magical properties of some kind. It is currently just a standard mirror, but you can tell from the inscriptions on the outside that it has magical properties. And then there is a kind of a platform that has a skull on it. The skull is demonic in origin, which is surprising because normally when you kill a demon, they turn to goo. So there's been some magic that has preserved this skull.
Okay. But nothing I can immediately like take with me, right?
No.
Cool. Then I will exit this place now and go back through the traps area and, as to the best of my ability, get through that without setting off anything else.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Okay.
Advantage because he knows they're there.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Another a natural 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it does not
Rob.
does not slow your progress to make it past the points where you know that those tripwires are, and
Okay.
you bound through those, and then you get back to the entrance that goes up into the kind of the library space.
Yeah.
And you kind of push through the door into the main library.
Okay,
an office. Yeah.
I want to shut that door behind me.
Okay.
Jace, I didn't give you inspiration. I'm a failure as a bard.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. And I'm going to very quickly go back to that drawer and grab the a priori piece.
Okay.
And then I would like to exit this room, please.
Do you take both letters with you as well?
No, I had the letters already, and I gave them to Jury.
Okay.
Jury now has the
All right.
letters.
And so you're grabbing the bishop piece. Okay.
Yes.
All right. As you're approaching the door.
And I would like to, as I'm approaching the door, obviously, I would like to be using werewolf hearing, and if anybody's nearby, I'm not just gonna open the door.
Okay, make a perception check for me then.
Okay. Do I get advantage because werewolf hearing?
Yes, but give me the first number just in case whatever you're perceiving is not based on smell or hearing.
Terrifying. Okay, so the first roll's bad. That's a 12, and
Okay.
the second roll is better. That's a 22.
So with the 12 with your eyes, you do, as you're kind of approaching the door, you glance down and you see footprints. They're wet.
Wet.
They're
wet.
Yeah, like somebody who has left a bath or a shower or something and has walked into this space.
You didn't dry off.
And you can
Gross
see
motherfucker.
the footprints entering into the room.
And they don't leave.
They don't leave. With your
It's like the Jake scream from Adventure Time.
your smell, however, and your hearing is what picks up the that fragrance that you smelled down below. That wasn't quite sulfur, but it was something. And it's the hearing of the casting of a spell that catches your attention as you turn around. And standing at the top of the stairs, kind of looking in your direction, Uriel Dane, with his hand outstretched, releases a single mote of energy that flies across the room in your direction. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Do I get advantage because I'm invisible? Is that a thing?
Or can you see invisibility?
Oh, you were invisible. She cast invisible on you? That's right.
I did.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You
Jerry did.
Okay.
So
we're gonna.
Now he would know, because the door
I think he does.
closed, he would know I'm in the room.
Yeah, he knows you're in the room.
sure.
And you opened the door to leave.
Yeah.
No,
I said
sorry.
that I didn't open the door.
It doesn't matter. He has blind sight.
That's what I thought.
Incredible. Don't worry about it then.
I really.
I'm so new.
This is funny. This was on our possibility sheet. We're like, it's a demon. They probably see invisibility.
He has blind sight. I was like, I don't know if he has true sight. Let me check his stat block. Oh no, he does. Okay.
I have got a Jesus, what is my dex plus? 26.
Okay, so you succeed.
Okay.
So you take.
Mar would never scream. Only Jace would scream. Don't even ever say that.
I wish you would, then I would know what's happening.
All right, you take 18 points of fire damage as a fireball explodes in the
on
air.
a save, I take 18. That's cool. Did
Yeah.
he just cast fireball on me?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. What a guy. All right.
And he
Roll the
says,
window.
Marlo, I was hoping that you'd come visit me.
Oh no.
Oh hey, not Uriel Dane. Can I ask who you are? Listen, I'm gonna be real, my man. I fucking hate Uriel Dane too. All right, I don't like a priori. I'm not trying to mess up your business here. Okay, I just want to leave, mind my own fucking deal. Can I just walk on this one?
I have to say, I did not see this argument coming.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, how's that for a persuasion check with advantage, Josh?
He turns around and looks at the door behind him.
Uh-huh.
If I go down into the chamber, will I find anything missing?
You won't find anything missing, no.
Anyone?
You know, my friend did grab Uriel, but that's not my fault.
That definitely complicates the situation.
So, you know what? Let's cards on the table. I wasn't looking for this. I was not expecting to find this today. This is not how I thought my evening would go. This is not how you thought your evening was gonna go. So, you know, maybe we just call it on this one. And I'll leave and you can go back to your bath.
I think it would be better if your friend returned their cargo.
So I super don't know where they teleported to, so I will have to leave to find out.
Or we could contact them ourselves.
Oh, yeah, we could do that. We could. I mean, I can't do that. I assume that you are offering to do that.
Which of the ticket takers was it?
Ooh, I don't like that.
I run.
Okay.
I'm not doing this.
As
This is
you
not
go
happening.
to run, let me just check something real quick.
But he didn't see this coming, right? He was so convinced by my very acting.
Yeah, except well, okay, I do in the course of that
I'm kidding, Josh,
conversation.
I'm not trying to. This is the
No,
worst.
you can't make a intelligence saving throw for me.
Alright.
This is the best thing that's ever happened.
24.
Okay.
Blood hunters get like proficiency on that.
Okay, so you hear or you feel that as he's talking to you, there's some kind of energy that's trying to pierce into your thoughts and read what is going on in your brain.
Sure.
Because your mind is well trained to this, isn't able to pierce into that.
Yeah.
But at the moment you try to run, he will attempt to go ahead and roll initiative for me
I would love to do
to
that.
see if he can get this off before you.
The fuck he does. I rolled a nat 20.
Okay. He rolled very high, but that wasn't high enough to beat that. All right. So he's beginning to cast something in your direction, and you take off.
I'm fucking gone.
All right. So you're running, and at that point that you hear kind of like a clarion or klaxon call going up throughout the whole house. He's raised the alarm of what's going on, and you start to hear like shouting of guards in the distance. Which way are you heading?
But I am invisible.
You are
Because
invisible.
I did not attack.
Yes.
So the guards should not. Hopefully, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to exit the way I came, or
Okay.
jump out the nearest window.
Okay, so once you get out of sight of Uriel Dane impersonator, do you do you go into a stealth or do you just move at full pace?
Oh boy.
Just knowing that like stealthy, they would have
Right.
disadvantage.
Oh, I know. I'm weighing my options. I think I gotta move fast on this one.
Okay, so you're moving fast. And so
Yeah.
let's see. So as you're you tear out of the second floor and you're heading down the stairs, and that's when you see 3 guards enter into the foyer space. And as you are kind of running, do you continue down the stairs when you see them, or you pause to watch them?
Pause to watch them.
Okay. So they rush into the foyer. There's 2 staircases. They both go up to the second floor.
Okay.
2 of them head to the left-hand staircase that you're not on.
Okay.
One of them is coming to the right-hand staircase to kind of, so you can try to like squeeze against the wall and see if he
Can
gets
I go
past
over
you.
the staircase?
You want to jump over the staircase as they come up?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, cool. So you jump over the banister and you land on the ground. Let's see if they hear the sound of that. Are you fucking kidding me?
Guard rolls.
A natural one. I hate cards. I hate cards so much. All right, so they continue upstairs, and that's when you hear the door upstairs to the office open, and you hear, "Guards, it's an invisible person. They've gone out. They attacked me in my own chambers. Don't let them escape their property." Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Which way did they go? I don't know. They're invisible. And so they turn around and they start running down. You're in the foyer. Where do you want to head now? You came in through the back doors at the kitchens.
Okay. I would love to go there.
Okay, so you head out towards the back entrance, and you get to the back entrance, and you kind of pop the door for a moment to listen. There are about 5 guards who are, 3 guards who are guarding this entrance space. Like they are out, like watching the entrance here. There's probably more at all the other entrances around the chamber. They will see the door open if it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is there some kind of like window that's like unguarded or like that I could get out of?
So like here in the kitchen, like they'd all be on that same wall as the door, so you could check another room if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd like to check the next room over.
Okay, so you go through the kitchen into like the main dining hall, which is kind of around the corner. You go ahead and make a perception check as you're looking through these windows here.
Okay. 16.
16. Okay. As you get there, so part of the dining wall, you can see like goes out to that entrance where the kitchen back entrance is, and there's guards there.
Mm-hmm.
One of the other walls in the dining room goes out towards the kind of the front area of the house, and there's several guards there. There's one window where you could get through it. There's not anybody actively watching that area, but there's a chance that they could look in that direction.
Then I will go out that one and take the risk.
Okay. All right. Okay. So so you get out and you kind of lift that window and you kind of crawl out that thing. You land on the grass.
Mm-hmm.
And you're looking around. You're invisible. They did not hear you come out. There are about 6 guards off to your left around the front entrance, and there are 3 guards who are standing near the sewer grate that you came up.
Okay. I will head towards the sewer grate.
Okay. Stealthy. Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check.
With advantage because I'm invisible, right?
Yes, with advantage.
Okay, fucking terrible rolls. 23.
Oh, I forgot.
Wow.
You are a rogue, so
Expertise.
terrible. Yeah. All right, so you get there, and the 3 guards who are guarding, they're waiting for something to come out this door.
Right.
And so their back is kind of to the sewer grate, and they do not see you approach. They don't see like your footsteps in the grass, even though you're disturbing the dew and kind of leaving a trail behind you as you go. You get to the sewer grate, you pop it open, and you slide in. Nothing following you. You seem to have escaped. You see Jury standing at the base of the sewer grate. Uriel Dane is standing there.
Can I drop invisibility on myself? Is that how it works?
No.
Okay.
You could punch yourself or punch the wall.
You could take an action, yeah.
I'm just gonna. Jerry, it's me.
I like feel around until I find you.
And
And then I like wrap you in a hug, and I'm like, I'm so glad you're okay.
And me too. We need to go.
Okay, yeah.
That's
yeah,
what
I like
a voice comes into your head, Marlo.
Oh no.
The chase was fun, but it will be such interesting news to know that Marlo Ebiorn of the Ticket Takers has attacked my home tonight.
You said I was invisible. You think Uriel Dane can see invisible people? Nice try, sucker.
The news... Yeah.
Wait.
Another message comes through. Of course, who are they going to believe? The werewolf for the Master of Coin. So, you can return my prize to me, unharmed and unheeded. He is an important piece of the fireworks to come.
Respectfully, not Uriel Dane, suck my dick. And then I do not respond if he responds again.
Okay.
With all due respect.
With all due respect, suck my dick. All right, so the message is heard. There's no response. All right, so you guys making your way back through this.
And then we go back to the Naiad's bargain with Uriel Dane.
I like hold Uriel's wrist like in a kind way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, we're keeping you safe, but I'm also like, don't fucking run off.
I'm gonna like have like an arm like under his like waist to kind of like support him. And what I'm going to do when we before we pop out of the sewers is I'm gonna put my hat and my scarf around him so no one knows that it's Uriel Dane. And we're just gonna act like we're supporting our drunk buddy.
Okay. All right. Your drunk buddy. So you guys are making your way back through the sewers, heading back towards the Naiad's bargain. So we will cut back.
And I will,
over.
as we're walking, I'll just fill Jury in on everything that just went down.
Make an Arcana check for me. Post haste, Marlo. Not post haste. Post action.
Post haste.
Wow, that's really fucked up.
Arcana, you say?
Yes.
Do I get advantage? Is this a devil related thing?
It is unfortunately not.
Okay, then that's fine. It's still a 21.
Okay. Marlo, being trained to recognize creatures from other locations and their telltale signs.
Mm-hmm.
As you've taken time to think about it, and you're walking through the sewer, and you're trying to put all the pieces together of what you saw and what you smelled, you think that you've heard of a creature that had that fragrance before, from a place called Limbo. You think this might have been a slod.
Oh,
Cool. Cool. That's awesome.
Shape changers, magicians, chaos bringers.
froggies.
And from a religious perspective, you know that they were they were used as like spies and infiltrators during the subversion.
For what side?
The bad one.
Yeah, I think I just wanted to make sure, bud.
Yeah.
I say this to Jury.
No, I feel like you can signal me and I'll message you, right?
Sure.
Just
I mean,
so
if
that
we're,
we're
if
not,
we're
like-
still in the sewers, then yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I assume we're doing this like while we're in the sewers going through.
Oh yeah, no, we're
But I'm
messaging
like-
so Uriel Dane doesn't.
That's what I'm
does.
saying.
Yeah.
I give you you start talking about stuff and I'm like, hey, and I like
Well, I
pop
just feel
into
like
your brain and I'm like, hey, what's up? So like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, and then I relay this and I go, but I think I might be arrested tonight.
Oh, Mars' first arrest.
You would think it would have
Is it your
happened
first
by now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys. Oh, go ahead.
And we head back.
Okay. So you make your way through the city and you get back towards the.
And we're trying to be a little stealthy, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying not to draw attention to ourselves.
As much as we can.
As much
I mean,
as
they
we
know we're
can.
staying here, probably. They can probably figure that out, but.
I mean, Bolton Coon sure as fuck knows. So.
Asshole.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you seem things are fairly peaceful on your trip back. You take the sewers out of the Prisma Quarter. You pop up into the streets outside of the theater district. Carefully make your way through. And you realize when you get back to the Naiad's bargain that there was probably a reason why your journey was easy. Because they're waiting for you there.
Yeah.
Shit.
What was the name of the creature again? The
A slide.
slod.
So we see him.
There are, so you see 3 people standing outside the thing, and they look they look officious, but also
Sure.
officious in the sense of they're here to take you in.
Okay.
One of them
we
is
recognize-
Uriel Dane.
Cool.
Okay. I look at Mar as we're looking at these people, right? And I'm like, who is better to message in this situation? Lunaria or Bolton?
It's one of the worst questions I've ever been asked in my entire life. I mean, fuck. Get Bolton.
Okay. I do a sending spell. One of my last
The
fucking
guy is
spells.
like,
Drop my
the
name,
guy is
drop my
like,
name.
the fuck? I never want to fucking see you again.
Yes.
Drop my name, please drop my name.
That message was powered by a bit of Mars' soul.
I do a sending to Bolton. Let
Okay,
me think about how many words. How many words is sending?
25.
25.
Okay, 25. I say Naiad's Bargain, Marlowe and Juridan with the real Uriel Dane. Get here as fast as you can. There's treason. Something like that.
There's treason.
That's treason.
The response comes moments later, and it's just a long-suffering sigh.
And I turn to Mar and I'm like, we have to stall them.
Okay, they haven't seen you yet. Like, you guys kind of
Okay.
popped around the corner, and
Okay.
like they're there.
Fuck.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I tell Mar that I'm like, Bolton's on his way here.
And we don't recognize the other two people.
No,
correct?
they are cloaked, but you can see weapons. Yeah.
Okay, and like no signifying anything or other, right? Cool.
Clearly, no signifying. stuff.
Dramatically no signifying.
Yes, dramatically no signifying things. Yeah.
Okay. Then I will over message. I assume at some point if I want to talk to jury, I just start like going like
You
that.
just make a little peace sign or something, and I'm like,
Okay, and
Yes.
and I will say to you, okay, hopefully when Bolton gets here, we can talk to him without them seeing us. And I mean, what do we do then? Do we? I don't fucking know. I don't even fucking have you. You asked me, Lunaria or Bolton, and I thought, oh, I have an idea for either or. You didn't say I have no idea for either or, Jury.
we'll get a little drunk, we'll break into a rich person's house. That's what I like to do.
This is horrible. I have never fucking done this before I met you. Ignore the fact that I broke into a patrician's house when I just known you.
It's never exactly
Okay, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's okay. Talk to Bolton.
tears.
We'll talk to Bolton and we'll fuck it. I mean, hopefully he knows what to do.
We'll secure the real Uriel Dane.
Secure Uriel Dane. If we can just get him under a zone of truth, he can explain what fucking happened. These people are high enough magicians that they will be able to figure out which one is the real one.
Yes?
Yes? I was asking you. I don't know shit about magic. That wasn't a statement. That was a question.
Someone in this town can apparently modify people's memories. I don't fucking know anymore. I feel like
Uriel,
Uriel
who's
just
standing
sees
right
us
next
like
to you. Yeah.
mouthing at each other. Like,
Yeah.
Because you're having this conversation over message.
yeah. So we're like mouthing to each other.
He's just kind of looking, and he kind of looks around the corner.
Don't be
No,
That's the one who's been torturing me.
Yes.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
does he torture you when he looks like you? That's so fucked up.
Oh, sometimes.
Ew.
He looks like a greenish, froggy-like thing.
Okay.
Bad frog.
Whoa.
Bad frog.
Yeah, he's
Uriel.
a
How long have you been down there? Do you remember? Do you know?
what was the last thing you remember?
It was before the Day of Ascension.
Oh my god.
How long was that?
It's been about a month.
Oh,
Oh, for Aelosor's sake, no wonder you're so hungry.
He was trying to get information about the plans of the crown for the king's birthday. He's very interested in Nuevia. I'm not sure why.
Inside check.
Go ahead.
I think this motherfucker might know why.
I don't know why anyone would be interested in Nuevia.
I don't know why they kept me down there. I'm not affiliated with any organization. 26.
26. You get the sense that the helpless that he's put is a put on.
Yeah. Sure.
He's definitely doing that to get your sympathies and get you on his side. Now, whether or not you know, there's something about that he knows something else.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also a question of even if you know why Uriel Dane might want to know about Nuevia, why would this creature want to know?
Right, what this creature want to know about?
Yeah, so he whether or not he doesn't know why this creature wants to know.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Sure.
Yep.
Cool. That's fine. I'm not going to press him.
Hey, did this creature say its name or anything to you?
But no, just that he was working with a Spartan.
Spartan.
Spartan. Okay. And that's, you didn't get any idea about what the plans for the king's birthday were? No, I ask because that's it. That's in a few days.
Oh, no, but I can't imagine that they're any good.
No, I would
No, that's very wise of you. That's very good insight. I
elbow you.
sorry.
You hear a message in your head and you're like, fake nice.
I'm very sorry this happened to you, Uriel, and I may be temporarily arrested trying to prove that you are the real Uriel Dane, but we will prove it and get your home back to you.
He's right there. Can't you just take care of him?
No, because
he's really, really powerful. And that will be a 3-on-1 fight, which I like my odds usually in 3-on-1 but I don't
how
like
do you
it with
feel
that
about-
monster.
How do you feel about Bolton? Do you think he's a trustworthy guy?
Hey, do you know Bolton Coon?
Who's Bolton Coon?
That's fair.
No.
I wish I could ask that question too.
Me too. Jesus Christ.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Look, I have to be on trial tomorrow. I have to be investigated for a thing. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all formalities. Yeah, if they're gonna put me into a zone of truth regardless, so I will say my piece. We will get this worked out. It just may be rough in the meantime for a little bit. For me, not for you. You'll be fine.
Okay. I suppose you got me out of this. You will do so.
Yeah. Bishop, I finished what I started, so.
Yeah, we didn't leave you in that basement after all. So.
Yeah.
I'm looking around to see if I see Bolton.
So you guys are kind of sitting there. About 20 minutes or so go by. And you see, coming from the opposite way, down the street, you see a figure in a cloak, kind of pulled back. You recognize Bolton Coon. And he's just walking as if he is a normal citizen. And he gets to the Naiads, kind of outside the Naiads bargain, and he kind of looks up. Miss Uriel Dane, Uriel,
Shit.
what are you doing down here? And Uriel says, well, Bolton, Your security is not strong enough to prevent the break-in at my home earlier today.
Wow, he really does sound like you.
Well, I hit Jury.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
And Bolton says, I don't understand what occurred at your home this afternoon. And Uriel says, your friends at the Adventurers Guild broke in and stole something from my house. Bolton kind of looks around. My friends? Yes, the ones you're supposed to be watching. The angry one. The colorful one.
That's me.
That's how a normal person talks.
They're human dogs.
Yeah. Bolton kind of steps back for a moment. I'm not sure exactly who you're talking about. You say they broke into your home today. Yes, and I know they're staying here, so I'm here to intercept them with guards that I can trust. Bolton says, right, of course. I'll go find others who can be of service in this. We will bring them to justice, of course, Mr. Dane. And Uriel says, of course. Bolton walks on. He walks past the corner where you're standing, and he says, like, not loud enough for anybody to hear, but he says, well, something seems a little fishy, doesn't it? And he just keeps walking straight past you and keeps walking down out and then like turns down an alleyway.
All right, I like nod to everyone that we should like go that way.
Okay, so you kind of get around and with a natural 20 on his insight.
Oh, fun! Let's go!
His
You came right for us when we needed it.
For once, that sketchy, suspicious motherfucker paid off.
So excited for
But
Bill.
my thing in my head, I was like, listen, who's the most law-abiding fucking person we know? Bolton Kill.
I would also say, who's the most suspicious?
He doesn't trust anybody, that's for fucking sure.
That's
Yeah,
why. That's
he doesn't
good.
trust fucking anybody, and he has like super high insight. And
And
I
he's
have bothered
fast.
Lamaria Mistweaver too fucking much.
Yeah.
So we had to go to someone else.
And the fact that you called him means it's serious. Because you would not otherwise do that.
Oh yeah, no.
So you guys make your way around the corner, kind of back so that you can't see the front of the Naiad's Bargain. You find the alleyway that he's in, and he's just kind of sitting there. What the fuck did you get yourselves into? This is
All
Do you know what a slot is? Hey, I'm not going to do pleasantries. Do you know what a slot is?
yes.
Okay, that's that. This is really Uriel Dane.
We like take the hat and the scarf and like pull it off a little bit.
It's the real Uriel Dane.
Yeah.
It's like Scooby-Doo.
He has been tortured in his own basement for a month now.
Well, what are we going to do about it?
We were hoping like you had some advice. And
No, I did have a plan.
Like,
Okay,
oh, you have a
okay.
plan? That's great.
First
I
of all, I really want to thank you for
Thank you so much.
coming out in the middle of the night for us. This is really nice of you, and you really didn't have to do this after my compatriot has done nothing but trouble you. And
nothing.
you know you have.
I fought a dragon. Okay, I think it was a half
Okay.
and half.
Fine. So I was hoping that we can get this Uriel Dane under zone of truth so he can actually talk about what happened to him. I don't know. I mean, how do you deal? What's your protocol in the Risk Breakers for? There's a slot masquerading as a patrician. What do we do?
Well, generally speaking, the risk breakers don't like those things to come to light in the court.
Okay, great.
Burying
Perfect.
it in the dark is far preferable.
I love that.
Sure.
On the rooftop above, you kind of look down. Ansel is standing up there.
Hi, Ansel.
Hey.
But we'll follow your lead on this one, Marla.
I mean, if you want this covered up, we can do that, but I think it's... I don't know how easy that one's going to go down. I mean, do you want to just... I mean, is that what we're doing? Is that what we're going for?
He kind of waves, and she drops a grappling hook down and climbs down the 3-story wall next to her. Make sure this is the real one. And you see her casting for a moment.
It'd be really embarrassing.
If you would like,
It's so funny. We got double crossed.
if you would like to roll against a zone of truth, you may roll a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, I'm rolling was the same.
I will deliberately fail it.
Okay.
Oh well, I rolled a 10 or a 9, so I don't think I passed it.
You did not pass anyway.
I tried.
So you feel the energy expand from Azazel, or not Azazel. What is her freaking name? I'm just Ansel. And it goes out, and she kind of looks at Uriel Dane. Who are you? And he goes, I'm Uriel Dane, of course. She looks at Bolton. Juridan, who's the leader of Vox Populi?
I go. I put 2 middle fingers on her.
Also truthful. So,
I'm not telling you, and that should tell you what that means.
Yeah. This is the real Uriel Dane. We are here. You can choose to handle this how you like, Marla. But I guarantee if you go into court tomorrow, that man will be there waiting for you.
What's he gonna do? Murder me in front of the court and the guards and everyone? He probably, I mean, he might try, but that, you know.
Oh, but he's gonna arrest you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, what do we do to expose something like this, Bolton? This is
Yeah, what do you-
Important to the crown, the safety of the crown. That thing has plans for the king's birthday to fuck things up.
He's been interrogating Dane about the king's birthday and about Noavia. I do think he might know some stuff.
Well,
There was a massive teleportation circle that they drew in Dane's basement to bring things in from another plane.
Which we could go in and show you.
that's up to you.
Well, how much documentation do you need to, like, bring this to the crown or something?
He kind of looks at Uriel Dane. As long as he survives.
Should we take him to, like, Lenaria or something? And, like, where he'll be safe? We need a place for him to be safe until at least tomorrow.
I don't know, maybe we just take care of this right now and then, you know.
Does Uriel have any other support on the Curia Regis that may side with him?
Uriel, you're friends with Tarlo, right?
Oh, Tarlo. Yeah, Tarlo.
That fuck I know.
Oh, well, you
I
guys have
hate
been real
betrayal.
buddy in the past month. That's weird. He's got a thing with your impersonator, I guess.
No, he so recently came aboard the Curia Regis, he's not really worth my time.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! He may not even know that he doesn't know that Turlo Whistleton got promoted to be a priori.
You say that in your brain.
I say that out
obviously.
loud, obviously.
Yeah.
Me.
How do you know about a priori?
No, I don't say that.
Good.
That would be insane. You dropped British accent, so I didn't think so.
If I drop British accent, it's not more.
That's the rule.
That's cool.
God.
Okay.
He's friends with, like, a gross frog thing. Ew.
Ew, God, that says something about
What
him,
about
I think.
Yusef? Like, you friends with Yusef?
Are you good with Yusef?
Of course, Yusef would not have the position that he has if it weren't for me.
Okay, so, like, Yusef will back us up, right?
Yusef would back me up, yes.
And you back us up.
I think we should maybe just take care of this now, and then tomorrow we can Lord Dane, you can inform the Cure Regis what has happened, and we can get
I
things
get it.
restored.
Okay.
I get it. We'll take care of it. Got it.
Anzel pulls out
I
her
don't have-
katana.
I don't have like a lot of spell slots, and I'm not great at fighting, but I can buff people.
Anzel says, "I'm very fresh."
Oh, Ansel, I love having you around.
Well, I was hoping that the dragon fight would be the last one that we all went through a while ago against a really shitty monster, but if it had to be anybody.
Well,
Let's do it.
on your call then, Motto. And so I need this group to roll initiative as well.
I like punch Bolton in the arm, and I'm like, us fighting together again, Bolton. Isn't that
He said,
great?
"Don't touch me, please."
Okay, I'm not hurting you. That's fine. We're just casual friends. I rolled a 20 initiative.
A
Let's
20.
go tonight.
Let's
The rolls
go.
are so
Oh,
Okay.
holy shit. I rolled a 24.
Okay, so Mar.
Can I also roll an insight check to see if it's weird with Ansel that I definitely did her and never
Ghosted her?
once I ghosted her so hard.
Yeah, go ahead, roll initiative.
Roll insight. A natural 20. Is it weird? Is it
I
weird?
mean, she is definitely focused in paying attention to what you're saying. She's definitely paying attention to you. You don't get a sense of is it anger or frustration? There's no
Okay.
emotional piece there. She's just
All right, cool.
look who's back in my presence.
Yeah.
She
Cool.
kind of seemed like she was flexing when she said she was fresh. So I was
She's
like,
super fresh. She just woke up from a nap.
bitch, all right.
Okay. Are you guys going to leave Uriel Dane in this alleyway, I suppose?
Is there I don't know. Is there a place we can something we can put him behind, or can I roll perception for a good hiding spot?
Can I assist with that?
Well, I rolled a 19, so I don't even know if you need to.
Oh, I
But I
was just
got
going to give
19.
you advantage on the
Well,
roll.
with advantage, it's still 19.
Okay, so in this alleyway, there's a couple the buildings that are in this alleyway were clearly built with basements all the way up to third floors. And some of those basements have separate entrances. So they have those steps that go down off the side of the street. And then a little platform at the bottom. You could probably put him down in one of those and then stack up some boxes around it to kind of.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do
I'm
that,
like-
and I'll tell him that if anything happens, if he needs it, to just yell, and I'll come for him.
Okay. All right. So with two separate battles happening on two sides of the city, we're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break because I have to set some things up. So,
Yay!
but we'll
Thank you,
pick up there.
Tim.
Thank you, Tim. Yep.
I was so determined to make the 2 initiative happen.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we gotta.
I was like,
The fight could have happened in the library, but you would have been by yourself. So
Yeah. No. I was like, I will die.
with a cleric
even
at our side feels so
Even
much better.
before I knew it was a slide, when he immediately threw out Fireball, and I was like, no, that's someone trying to flex on me. That's someone who can waste a spell slot on me.
bye. All right, so we'll be back in 10. All right, so just for you all, so you kind of see what's what on the battle here. We've got the 2 star speakers with Saurus kicking one of them in the balls. And then I just put Abel and Kamana and Beaker back in this space back here. You guys are around the corner over here in the alleyway. And then you've got faux Uriel Dane and his 2 guards there in front of the entrance to the Naiad's Bargain. All right, so you all ready to roll in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See Saurus kick the guy in the balls. I just pull out my Force Ballista. It's
Yeah.
good.
For this map, what you guys I'm just using this space right here. This is the dirt center of the the circus thing, and then this area out here would be where the chairs and things were. So like we could say like these are where like the platforms are for people to sit. So I just kind of wanted to give you a two different zones there, but with higher initiative count. So at the circus,
do I get a surprise round for this first shot?
You do. So go ahead and roll your attack with advantage.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Of course.
and a 3. But I will take the nat 20.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. I'm going to roll you 2. Double 6s, which is the max I can do. So.
Oh, sorry.
Max damage on a crit. That's great.
So that's 12. That's 17 damage.
17 points of damage to Star Speaker Travali.
To his
ball sack.
Oh my
Beautiful.
God.
Okay. All right. So that's the first round. So up first, the rats. They're going to use this entire turn to go and attempt to wake up all of the patrons who are still there. I'll just go ahead and roll really quick for them. Okay. One doesn't wake up this round, but Mortar just picks them up and carries them out of the room. And so they're still in this chamber. So for this round, the rats are still potentially in danger, but they are heading out with the people, which takes us back to Saurus.
All right. I am going to Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
To begin with. And first shot is a natural 18, so that's 26.
That hits.
Okay. And I do 8 in damage.
Okay. Same one to Travali again. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
And he must succeed on a dex check or be knocked prone.
All right. Not very. That's a 2. Plus 1. That's a 3.
So he's now prone.
So he is prone.
And I mark him as analyzed.
Okay.
Which means whenever an analyzed creature misses you with an attack, you can immediately use your reaction to make an unarmed melee attack against that creature.
Okay. Sounds good. So he is marked. Cool. Good.
Okay. And now that he's prone, I'm going to hit him with the second of the flurry of blows.
All right. With advantage.
Which is the advantage because he's prone. That's double 5s. So that's a 13.
13 to hit.
Yes.
That misses. Yeah.
Okay.
He rolls out of the way.
Yeah, he kind of dodges out of the way of your punch. Yeah.
And now I'm going to take my action and my 2 attacks. I'm going to hit him again and again.
Okay.
That's a natural 18, so that's another 26.
That'll hit.
You don't really need us, do you?
I know, right?
That's 9 in damage.
Okay, 9 points. Okay.
And then the second attack, double 12s, so that's a dirty 20.
You see, as this next attack is coming in, he kind of lifts his hands and you punch a barrier, and he has shielded himself from the last attack.
Okay.
All right. That takes us to Beaker. So Beaker, do you want me to control Beaker, Jury? Or are you going to control Beaker?
I'll control, or yeah, you can, or I can. Do you have my sheet for him?
I don't.
Okay, I have a sheet, so,
okay.
And I have spells like picked out for him.
All right, cool. Yeah, so Beaker is back here.
I think Beaker probably cast first level Bless on 3 people.
Okay, so
if that makes sense.
So Kanmana, Saurus, and Abel are blessed. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, so you guys can add D4s to your attacks and saving throws.
Ooh.
I imagine that's what he'll do, and then I don't think I can do anything as a bonus action. I think he'll just hang out here.
That works for him. Okay, do you want him to move to a more safe location?
Yes,
okay, so
absolutely.
He kind of moves back here behind some stands. All right, which takes us over to Marlowe in the streets.
All right, I want to jump up on the rooftop.
Okay.
I would like to first things first. Obviously, werewolf sword.
Okay.
Roof.
All right. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me, please.
Athletics.
Unfortunately, it is a 2-story building.
No, that's you know what that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I'm gonna retract my statement.
Is Ansel's rope still hanging down from the roof?
Yeah.
Can I climb that? Do I get advantage if I climb it?
Yeah, you can. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And actually with that, because you have something to hold and kick your feet off on, you're not just trying to climb with your arms. You can use acrobatics.
Yay. Thank you. Okay, then that's gonna be 22.
Okay. All right. So you get up onto the roof. You're about 20 feet up above these guys who are just kind of...
What? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was looking at Mortar sheet, and I was like, when does Mar have a +1 to acrobatics? I know that's not the case.
No. All right, so you're looking down at the 3 figures there in front of the Naiad's bargain.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I would like to...
Sorry.
jump down on the one furthest away from me.
Furthest away? This guy over here? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you run and you dive at him. Are you going to make like 2 attacks as you're falling on him?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Cool. Do I get advantage because it didn't see this one coming, maybe?
No, he did not see you coming. It is awfully
cool.
Yeah, he didn't see you coming.
Okay, so the first one's going to be a... a 29 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And then the second one's gonna be a not as great. 19 to hit.
So the first one, you kind of plunge your sword down, and as you're bringing your second sword around, he has a dagger in his offhand, and he lifts it up and knocks it to the side, reposting your second attack.
My second attack.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But I do hit him with the first attack.
Yes, you do.
Okay. All right. So this is gonna be. Okay. Wait. I can do this. All right, Mar. We can do this. So, the actual. It's 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
With 4 points of lightning damage,
Okay.
and then I get sneak attack.
Yes, you do.
Okay. My sneak attack is, and then I get 6 extra points from sneak attack.
Okay, so that was 22. Okay, cool. So the first one, you kind of dive off of the building and stab into him with the wave dancer, and it just kind of pierces into him, and he kind of pulls to the side, and when he pulls and you see like his cloak pull aside, you see very pale skin, and just the faintest whispers of tethers falling off out of his cloak.
Yeah.
All right, Jury.
So we're kind of like off to the side.
Yeah, you're over here.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Over here. Okay. Can I get in range of this other guy? Reggie guy?
What range do you want to be?
I have 30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you can get right there. Yep.
Okay, I'll go hit him. I'm scared.
Oh, you run up to him and hit him? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. He sees you running towards him.
Oh, for sure. That's fine.
Yeah.
14?
14 to hit, does not hit.
Dang.
So he kind of sees you. He comes around and he has 2 daggers in his hands, and he just kind of knocks your rapier to the side with his daggers.
I'm like, this is awkward. I cast Bardic Inspiration.
On Marlo?
Yeah, on Mar.
Okay, Mar, you are bardically inspired.
Thank you.
At that moment, Uriel, Dane, at the thing, just kind of, he looks down the aisle from one end to the other, and then he says, "Well, I suppose we shall throw aside these pretenses for a moment, shan't we?" And you see his form revert to its actual
Oh god, he's horrible.
As a slad takes.
Can you pull the camera down so we can get a good look at him?
Yes, I can.
And let me
Pull him
clarify. Look, I love Kaimana and I love Abel, but damn, I would love for Soros to be here right now.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Nice.
Look at him.
As
What
a-
a cutie.
As a green slad appears, and let's see what he gonna do. What he
This
gonna
is so
do?
not my job to be
Green
this
slide up
close
here.
to
What you gonna
combat.
do?
Okay, so looking in your direction, Marlo, his staff kind of lights up, and he's going to throw a flame in your direction. That's not going to hit. That's an 8 to hit, and then he's going to toss one at you, Juridan. That's a little better. That is a 17 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit.
Okay, and so these two firebolts launch out. One, that's a really shitty dice roll on the damage.
Yay.
Yay.
Missing Marlowe, Juridan, you take 5 points of fire damage as the fire from his staff hits you. And then
I could scream.
yeah, he's just kind of stand there for a moment as he's kind of watching, ready for his men to come into place. All right. Come on, what was your initiative roll?
It was a 13, I think.
Okay, good. So we're still on this side of the fight for now. The two people here are going to launch out.
Yeah.
They're going to make 2 attacks at Marlo and 2 attacks at Juridan. So Marlo,
Oh, I hate that.
one's a natural 1 that misses. The other one is a 23.
Yep.
All right. So that is 8 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oh, no way. No way. I rolled a 2.
2. So with the attack, as it hits you, you see one of those tethers release from his arm and kind of wrap around your arm. Your next attack against this person is at disadvantage.
All right.
Okay. All right. And then the 2 against Juridan.
No.
One's definitely not going to hit. The other one is a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
So you take 7 points of piercing damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as well.
Okay. I rolled a 9.
Okay, so your next attack is also at disadvantage as you are marked by a tether. All right, which takes us to Kaimana. So Kaimana, you're over here. You've got the 2 guys. One is knocked down, and the other one is still standing there.
The one that's standing, I'm gonna go beat him with my stick.
Okay, so you charge forward to hit with your stick.
And yeah, I can't. Well, does Shillelagh stack on my special staffs?
Yes.
Okay.
As long as the staffs don't already do a D8, because it would be wasted if they do a D8 already.
They already do. Okay. I've got 2 stats here. Okay, I can pick between the 2. Okay.
Yeah, because if you hit with 2 hands.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, I will beat him with a stick.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
Oh wait, hang on. That's damage die. That's not what I meant to roll. All right. Rolling to hit.
I imagine like
That's
the
a 9.
You can add a D4 to it if you want.
Yeah, because you're blessed. You can
blessed.
add a D4.
Okay, so maybe this will help. So 12?
No, so you go to smack down at this guy, and he just kind of dodges out of the way with like careful swiftness. Careful swiftness.
I imagine the person who like is the equivalent of like the worker that's cleaning up the popcorn out of the movie theater, like just sweeping the popcorn out of the stands, just like looking at this and sighing and knowing they don't get paid enough to deal with this and just keeping doing what they're doing.
No, sorry guys. All right. Is that the end of your turn, Kamana?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, cool. All right, so that takes us to Trevally and crew. So Trevally is going to stand up with his movement. Or 15. And then he's going to look at you, Saurus. I need you to make a... Gosh, it's all wisdom saving throws. A wisdom saving throw, please. As he looks at you and says, grovel.
His threat.
Ooh.
Grovel. Oh my god.
19.
Okay.
Get off me, dick.
Yeah, so he does not. The command does not take shape, and then crew looks up and he says, "Master, I think that we need your assistance now." And then he is also going to look at you, Saurus, and say, "Stop what you're doing." I also need you to make another wisdom saving throw. These guys are only brain charmers; they're not great fighters.
Natural 19.
Yeah.
So that's a wisdom. So that's 23.
Okay, 23. That is also successful. Okay, so that is not going to do it. But let's see. You two are in the midst of battle, and from your direction, you may not be able to see this. Abel, you see a shadow floating at the top of the circus tent.
Okay.
And it is looking, or you can't really tell what it is, but it looks down in your direction. And let's just see what happens here.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Oh no.
Okay.
Don't tell me that's what that is.
Okay. So I need for Saurus to make a Constitution saving throw, and I need for Kaimana to make also a Constitution saving throw.
If I saw something, can I like yell out to them like heads up?
You can. It wouldn't. It doesn't help them.
Y'all
Yeah.
can add your D4s though.
You can add
well,
your D4s. Yeah. Mhm.
Kaimana can't because he used his, but Saurus can add a D4, right?
Um,
Is
You
it
get it to
all? Is it
everything.
all saving?
You get
Oh,
it
all
all.
saving throws.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So you guys can add D4s.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't like you can use it
Oh,
X amount
fantastic.
per round. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
got Go ahead.
gonna.
That's the best.
16.
I got a 16 as well.
16. Okay. So that
And thank you for the bless.
that beats it because you needed a 15 to beat it.
Oh my god, hey,
So,
Beaker.
so go for bless.
Yeah.
So what both of you see, and Abel, you see this too, that shadowy figure that's floating up near the top of the arena, you see for a moment these bright like lights light up, and then a beam of energy shoot down and try to hit Saurus, and then another one try to hit Kaimana, and they make contact with you, but you shrug aside the effects as a creature floating about 20 feet in the air. There. And that is...
Zoom in.
That's a spectator. Oh god, I'm moving the wrong direction.
Ah, little kitty.
Spectator. Hey guys.
So not a full beholder.
Not a full beholder. He's
Yeah.
a beholder's
Okay.
dream.
Beholder's dream, a
as it
little
goes.
guy.
All right.
Why is there a spectator?
Hey, can I say that I called this? Can you
You
tell
did.
everyone that
It
I
was
was a
true.
spectator? All right.
Good job.
There we go.
All right.
Abel, you're the one with the range stuff, so you got your target.
Also, when crew said, "Master, we need your help," and this this creature kind of entered the space, Saurus, you feel the ground beneath you shake a little bit, like the space you're standing on is about to move.
Okay.
So just so your heads up on that. All right, that takes us back over to the other side. And Zell is going to run around the corner.
Not get a turn.
You're
You
after.
You
You're
rolled
after.
badly,
Yeah.
Abel.
I always roll low on initiative.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15.
That's a good thing.
30.
For an artificer to roll low
Yes.
is a good thing.
And Zell's
Yeah.
gonna get up here, make a couple attacks.
Yeah, I picture Abel as surveying the battlefield to figure out what his tactic is going to be.
Exactly.
All right, she does 12 points
You
of
think
damage.
before you act, and that's not something all of us can say.
All right,
Nope.
Bolton's coming in.
Bolton, please help.
And he is going to summon his echo over here. And
Yes, Bolton.
he can't get in range of this guy yet, but he's moving up. But he's going to make 2 attacks from his echo. One hits.
That's so cool.
8
Am I
points of
giving him
damage.
Am I giving him flanking?
Yes, I rolled with advantage.
Yay!
But one still missed. All right. And then that takes us to Abel. Over here, Abel.
Okay. So the first thing I want to do is cast Fairy Fire at the spectator.
Okay, the spectator's. What's the saving throw for the spectator?
The saving throw is a 16 dex.
16 dex. That is a 12.
All right.
Yeah, 10 plus 2. Yep.
So now all the attacks against it should have advantage. If it goes invisible,
Yeah.
you should be able to still see it.
And you guys now see the outlined creature with its 4 eye stalks and its long tongue floating up about 20 feet up in the air. Yeah.
Noise, bruh. All right, now I'm going to try to hit it with a Force Ballista.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack with advantage.
Okay. That's a 15 plus a lot of stuff. I don't know, 15, and then oh man, a 17 plus 8. Okay, yeah, that 17 plus 8 for my Force Ballista. So that means, oh crap, hold on a minute. Oh, there's so much stuff on this page. Force Ballista. Okay. 2d8. Oh, I should have hexed him. I couldn't hex him. So that's going to be 12 points of damage plus another d8 for my arcane firearm, which is oh no, I hit 2d8. I'm sorry, 12 plus. I hit 2d8 instead of 1d8. Oh crap. Plus another 1. So 13 points of force damage, and it's pushed back 5 feet.
Okay. All right. So he flies a little bit higher, so he's, back here. He's still 20 feet in the air. Okay, cool. Any movement or anything you want to do on your turn there?
I'm going to stick to my guns with my Force Ballista trained on this guy.
Okay, cool. Which takes us to the top of... So we're not at initiative count 20 yet because Jury and Mar and the rats and Saurus all rolled above that. Oh, and Beaker. So we go back up the top. So the rats are making their way out. This round, they're managed to exit the arena, so they are no longer in danger.
Beaker.
Everyone but Beaker. All right, Saurus, you are facing off there against Travali.
I'm going to Flurry of Blows again.
Okay.
Is Fairy Fire concentration?
Yes.
23.
That hits.
Okay, and he's going to need this dex save or be knocked prone.
That's a 19 on the dice, but he has a minus 1.
Mine's
18.
Mine's only a 13,
Okay,
so
yeah.
He succeeds. So that's 9 in damage.
Okay. He's looking rough.
I'm going to hit him again.
Okay.
Oh.
Did you add
12.
your D4 already?
No, I have not added my D4.
His shield's still active, so you need to hit a 20.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
not going to happen.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So that's my Flurry of Blows. Let me mark that off my key chart.
Oh, I could have.
And now, sorry, go ahead, Abel.
I could have helped you out with a Flash of Genius and give you a +5.
I still wouldn't have made it.
Okay.
The highest I could have gotten was a 19. So, second normal attack. That is. I could use that now. That's 9 plus 8, so that's 17.
You can use your reaction, Abel, if you want to.
Yeah, I'll use my reaction and I'll Flash of Genius. I guess I'll just see when you threw your punch, your shoulder was kind of dipped down, so I'll just yell at you to correct your form. Throw that punch.
All right. So that hits.
Puts me at a 22.
So you can roll damage. Yep.
That is another 9.
9 points of damage. Let's see. Travali. Okay, good. So you uppercut him with Abel's correction, and he flies back, and he is unconscious back here and bleeding out.
I will immediately move to give Kaimana flanking.
Okay.
And take my final attack at this guy.
All right, crew, this is crew. You can make your attack with advantage.
Double twos.
They both miss. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a 10.
All right. Yeah. So you're moving, and it's the shaking of the floor kind of it's like moves your punch a little bit to the side of where you thought it would go.
Did it follow me?
The movement of the floor. Yeah.
Okay.
This whole section that you and Kaimana and crew are standing on seems to be in the process of moving. All right. That takes us to Beaker.
Oh, Beaker?
Yeah.
He's just going to hold concentration.
Okay. He's holding concentration on Bless. All right. That takes us to Marlo.
I would like to use my attacks against the guy in front of me, please.
Okay. Go ahead.
So the first one's going to be a regular attack because he gave me disadvantage, but I have advantage from flanking, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And then the other two are at advantage.
Yes.
Just to clarify. Thank
Yep.
you.
And you've got inspiration, I think.
I do have inspiration. Thank you. The first one's a natural 1.
Okay.
I forgot that Bolton can use the echo, and it scared me.
Jesus.
Like Bolton just appears in front of you. Oh shit.
29.
That hits. Yeah.
And then a natural 20.
Oh shit. Okay.
So, okay.
Something's gonna happen on the natural 20, but I'll let you do the 29 first.
Okay. All right. First one's gonna be terrible. Awful. 9 points of slashing damage with 2 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
And then I wait. Do you want me to go ahead and roll the nat 20 or?
Yeah. The damage still happens, so go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay. So you. All right. Okay, well, if we're gonna roll better, might as well do it here. 21 points of slashing damage with 8 points of lightning damage.
So 29 total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. Yeah. So this is almost his death throes. So as the sword sinks in deep with a natural 20, I mean, just like sinks in right above his abdomen area, he kind of like pulls up and then he kind of looks at you, and now you're seeing his eyes for the first time, and they are black. And there's just this grin on his face, and he kind of pulls against the hilt of the sword, so it's a little bit deeper, and he's like right up against you, and he says, "Have a nice trip." And he pulls 3 tethers from his body, and they wrap around you with the force of the natural 20. And from your perspective, Jury, Marlo disappears.
Cool.
Oh, hell no, this is not happening today.
Marlo,
Nice.
you find
Yeah?
yourself in the exact same location,
That's so weird.
but everything is dark and grayscaled and shadowy. You are in a shadow-filled version of this space. You've been here before.
I've been here before.
Yeah.
Is the guy still in front of me?
He is.
Cool. I go, you little bitch.
He makes no message that he can hear you. Yeah.
Cool.
He's actually turning his attention towards the echo at this point.
All right.
All right. That takes us to Jordan.
There's no.
Oh, do you want to move at all on your turn,
Oh, yeah,
Mar?
go ahead.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm not really giving flanking, am I now?
Nope.
'Cause I'm not in the same plane.
Nope.
Interesting. Do I have enough time to notice or can I do in this round, can I notice if fake Uriel or the Slod can see me in this plane?
He can't.
He can't?
He's not looking in your direction. Like you
Okay.
don't get the sense that he's like watching you.
Interesting. And do I have any knowledge of how to get myself out of here?
Make a history check.
Okay. 17.
The last time that you were in this space, you guys were stuck. It was after you moved a certain distance that it was like the tether snapped and you popped back into the material plane.
Okay. So I'm gonna go away.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Well, no, actually,
Against
I would like
all
to.
instincts.
Can I end up behind these dudes, or are they right up against the building?
They're pretty much up against the building, but I mean, like, you could, if you wanted to move, you could get back behind this guy or pretty easily, but that'd put you right next to the slide.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay, let's see how much movement that is. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 feet. What's your full movement?
30.
Okay. All right. So you're moving and you feel like the tether that's attaching you to this plane is kind of pulling, and it's following you as you move. You're not sure if you moved far enough yet at the end of your turn, but you also feel like this tether is calling out to something.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
That's going to come in your direction. All right. That takes us to Jordan.
There's no space to like get between these guys to the other side of this man, is there?
You could give flanking, but that would put you like right up against the slot.
I kind of want to give flanking though.
Okay. All right.
I'm
so
gonna
you move
risk
over
it
there.
and see how this turns out.
Okay.
Mara's not here. I have to be a hero.
Yeah, you just watch Mar disappear.
Oh, well, this is bad for me. Okay, I'm gonna roll the advantage. Oh, I rolled a 19 plus.
Yes.
23.
That hits. Mhm.
And this is the rapier of wounding.
Okay.
So he's wounded. And then I rolled 7 damage total.
Nice.
And then I rolled a 1d4? Or is that at the end?
That is at the beginning of his next turn.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. All right. Anything else on your turn there?
Can I give inspiration to... I'll give it a Bolton.
Okay. Bolton has Bardic Inspiration. Good. Which takes us to Uriel. Fake Uriel. Seeing
Hi,
what's
bitch.
happening around.
Okay, babe.
Okay. He is going to look at you.
Hi,
Let's
Bestie.
see. In your direction. I'm seeing if he wants to attack or if he's going to do this.
Super awkward that we find ourselves here.
Oh, okay, cool. So Bolton, Anzel, and Jury, and it would be Marlowe, but Marlowe's on a different plane of existence, need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That's not my good one, Josh. I got a 4, Josh.
Natural 20 for Anzel and a 16 for Bolton. Okay, so Jury, you are this wave of energy kind of washes over you, and it's almost as if the slide like becomes 10 feet taller and more vicious looking. You are afraid of it. You drop whatever you're holding and are frightened for the duration.
Horrific.
While you're frightened, you must take the dash action and move away from it to be in the safest available route on each of your turns until you succeed on a saving throw to break the spell.
Okay. So I already did my action this turn.
Yes. So on your next turn, that'll take effect. And then you can make the saving throw at the end of your next turn.
Okay, perfect.
All right, but at the next turn, you have to take the dash action.
Sounds good.
All right, which takes us over to initiative count 20 on this side. Kaimana and Saurus make a dexterity saving throw for me, and so does Crew.
This is so cool, by the way.
That is a
This is
1,
awesome.
Crew. Crew made a
As
1.
a 22.
Okay, Kaimana, you dive off of the platform as it's beginning to move. I assume Saurus makes his.
17.
Yeah, Saurus, you dive off to the side. Crew does not. And so what you all see is the floor opening up underneath. Let's see if I can get this out. And there's about a 10-foot pit underneath this. And all you see is, at first, darkness. Maybe it's about 15 feet deep. But then this tongue lashes out and grabs Crew, who failed his throw, and he gets sucked into it as hopping out of the pit, eating Crew. A giant,
There it is.
multi-tentacled frog creature
Oh no!
leaps
Oh,
out.
Jesus.
Leaps out, and he is looking in. Whose direction is he going to look in? Let's see. Who's
There's also the
closest?
guy on the ground who's an easy mark.
That's true.
Easy mark.
There's
let's
also an
see.
innocence.
Let's see. He's going to make.
You see Source kind of roll the guy closer to the frog with his foot, just kind of like kicking.
Okay, so he already used his tongue attack, so he's not going to be able to do that this turn because he ate the first guy. He's going to make 2 tentacle attacks. One, actually, both towards you, Source, because you're closest to him. The first one is a 22 to hit.
Yep.
The second one is not going to hit. That's a 15. And so he does. The tentacle lashes out, hits you, does 14 points of piercing damage as it kind of grabs you and begins to pull you in his direction towards his mouth. You are considered grappled, but not restrained.
Okay.
As he kind of pulls you in his direction. All right. That is the giant frog's turn.
I yell for Beaker to go get the Totoro and the lion and the tiger.
All right. And so let's move this a little bit this way. There we go. All right. Which takes us to Kamana.
I cast Conjure Animals.
Okay. What are you conjuring?
Which of the circus animals is CR rating 2?
Oh, goodness. Probably the tiger. No, that's you could do 2 tigers. That's challenge rating 1.
Okay, that's what happens.
2 tigers. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't have tigers, so these drakes are gonna fill in for the tigers. But you summon 2 tigers. Boop, 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 boop. Where would you like them?
Opposing sides of the foul thing.
The frog.
Yeah.
Okay, so you put one here
Is that a behemoth?
and then one back here. Boop, boop.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Is that a behemoth?
Yeah, for Hemouth, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It came from S3, the original Barrier Peaks was the first time they showed up
Nice.
in 1E.
Lots of tentacles and eyes at this place.
Lots of fucking gross frogs.
Lots of frog action tonight, huh?
Well, sloths aren't really frogs. They just kind
They
of
feel like
they're
frogs.
frog-ish. Yeah.
They're wet.
They're like
They're
skinks.
wet.
Yeah. they're stinks.
And can I glance in the pit, see if there's anything else in there?
Yeah, there's as far as you can tell, there's nothing in the pit. They were just keeping the frog Hemeth in the pit.
What kind of freaking circus is this?
The Star
circus.
Speaker Seeker
A
circus.
circus funded by,
This is a
by
normal circus,
cultists
I think,
who follow
actually.
a spectator. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to move my maximum distance around the pit, the far side, heading towards the spectator.
Okay, is it 35 or 30?
Yep, 35.
Okay, you get that right there. So you're about 30 feet away from the spectator at this point.
Okay.
All right. Do the tigers go immediately after your initiative?
I believe so.
Okay, go ahead and you can make 2 attacks with the tigers.
I'll double check. Hang on. Summon creatures friendly to you and your companion. It does not say. They have its own turns. They act as a group and have their own turns.
Okay, we'll just say they go immediately after your initiative. So
Okay.
what would you like them to do?
Attack.
Okay, go ahead and make 2 attacks with the tiger.
Groom each other. They're gonna groom each other.
I
right,
think
we-
they don't have multi-attack. So they can either bite or claw.
Let me grab their stats real quick.
Bite is a 1d10. You might want to do that one.
Yep. So 2 + 5s to hit.
Yes.
And they have advantage because they're flanking, right?
Yes, so they have advantage, yeah.
That's good because they both rolled shit. There we go. So one was a 15 and one was a 16 to hit. So +5, so 20 and 21.
Both hit. Mm-hmm.
All right. And so a D10 for damage?
Yep, a D10 plus 3.
Okay. Okay, so 9 total plus 6, so 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage, nice. All right, so the two tigers kind of bite down at the Froghemoth, and it is focused on Saurus, but it definitely feels the bite. All right, that takes us to the Shadow Steppers. This one is not sure if the echo is real. Nope, it's going to make its attack to the echo and misses.
Nice.
The second attack also misses. This one is going to, it kind of feels itself here. It's going to use its bonus action. It pulls a tether, and it's going to Misty Step behind you, Juridan. It's going to make 2 attacks on you. First one
please.
is a 18 to hit.
Okay,
The
that
second one, 18 does not hit.
Oh, 18 does hit.
Okay,
Absolutely.
and then the second one is a 13. I don't think that hits.
No, it doesn't hit. Yay,
Okay.
against odds. Does
All
not
right,
hit.
so you
What is
take.
your AC?
Bad. I'm a bard.
All right, you take 9 points of piercing damage.
It's 14. 9
And
points?
yeah, and make a Constitution saving throw.
God. I rolled not 20, 22.
Okay, you're good. So the tether does not take hold, and you are not at disadvantage.
Yay.
Which takes us to Anzel is going to charge up to the Slad and make 2 attacks against him. One will hit, and she does 12 points of damage to the fake Uriel Dane. All right, and then Bolton is going to also charge up, and it's so weird, Mar, because he runs right through you but doesn't know you're there.
Daryl,
And he's going to make 2 attacks against the Slide. Both of those will hit, and he will do 18 points of damage. Okay. All right, which takes us over to Trevally, death saving throw. That's a success. Crew is dead. Abel.
No. Okay, so I see that Saurus has been scooped up. So I think couple quick questions. Would it be an action for me to reset my Ring of Artificer's Heart?
I think it's at the beginning of
Okay, yeah.
It's at
So
the beginning of the day, yeah.
yeah, okay. So never mind.
Take out the spectator. I'll deal with it. Me and the tigers have the Froghemoth.
Are you sure? So I hear Saurus yell, "Don't worry about me."
This is something he and Marlowe do every. Fire the fireball at us. We're fine.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm going to, as my action, I'm going to aim my arcane firearm, and you see like a little magnifying glass, like shoot, kind of like just articulate out from the side, and I'm going to shoot 3 rays from it. My scorching ray attack.
Okay.
This would be a +8 to it. Okay, so I got a 21 to hit,
That one hits.
a 19 to hit,
That one hits.
a 23 to hit.
All right, all 3 hit.
Okay, so
Wait.
3 scorching rays. So it should be a 2d6 plus a d8. That's it. Can I upcast it, actually?
Can you up? Yeah, you can.
I didn't say it, but like, is it cool if I
That's fine.
do it at like 2nd level?
It's your spell slot. You can do it. Yeah.
I didn't know if I had to call it before. All right. Or 3rd level, I don't know.
That's pushing it. Because you know they all already hit.
Actually, I don't think I have any third level spells. Artificer. Okay, so that's the first one is 9 damage.
Okay.
The second one is what is this? Another 9 damage.
Okay.
And the third one is 6 damage plus 1d8. That's a d10. No, don't do that. Okay. There's 5 points of special artificer magic damage.
Okay.
That's 29 points together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. And it's looking.
I want a bonus. Oh, sorry. I want to use my bonus action and force ballista the guy.
Okay, go ahead.
Is that possible?
Yes.
All right. Sure. First ballista. Let's hit. 18 plus 8, so that should hit.
That hits.
And then I should firebolt. I'll get like a natural 1 on a firebolt. The force ballista damage. I can never freaking find this ballista, man. Oh, there it is. Okay. 2d8. That is 13 force ballista damage.
Okay.
Plus a d8. Plus another 5. And the creature is pushed 5 feet.
Okay. You push him into the kind of the edge of the circus tent, and it balloons out behind him, but he's there. I skipped his turn. He was supposed to go before you, so he'll come after you. And so he kind of moves up higher. He's now going about 40 feet up into the center of the tent. So just know he's like 40 feet above each of you. And let's see what he's going to do. Where's my thing? Okay. All right, and all
Can I move from the edge? I don't be that
yeah,
close to
you
that
can move.
edge.
Yeah, you can move. All right, so Abel, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, and then Kaimana, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Yeah.
Okay.
3.
3. Okay, that's a failure for you, Kaimana.
You got a natural 17 plus something.
That is a success.
Plus 5.
So nothing happens to you, Abel. Kaimana, you this beam of energy shoots out in your direction, and you take 5, 10, 12, 16 points of necrotic damage as this like greenish bolt of energy shoots out of one of his eye stalks and blasts into you with this wounding ray. And now he's up about 40 feet above all of you.
Oh my glob.
Or so. All right. And that takes us to the top. So the rats are gone. Saurus, you are in the grips of the Froghemoth.
Okay, this thing is expecting me to resist, I'm sure.
Probably.
So what I do is I go charging towards him, jump up over top of his mouth, and start hitting him in the eye stalks.
Unfortunately, because of grapple, your movement is 0, but you can still attack.
Ah!
Yeah,
Yeah, you're thinking like he's got you like up in the air, kind of moving towards his face. So you can punch at his face. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's got me right where I want him. First attack, a natural 17, so that's 25.
That hits. He's a big target. His AC is 14.
Can I retcon something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Bonus round, activate the Gauntlets of Storm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll give me a die 8 as well as the die 6 on damage.
Let me check something.
That is... Ooh, that's good. 18 damage.
How much of it was lightning?
7.
So that's halved.
Okay, so that's 4 plus 4, that's 8 plus 5. So that's 13.
Okay, 13. Okay. However, the lightning attack, when it hits him, it's like it doesn't cause as much damage to him, but it does seem to like go through his whole body, and you can see him kind of slowing down a little bit.
I'm going to hit him again.
Okay.
Another natural 19, so that's 27.
Yep.
Gonna burn another charge. That's 3 in electrical halved.
Okay.
4, 5, 10 total.
All right.
And that completes my turn.
All right. Which takes us to Beaker.
Great. Does anyone need healing? Not yet. Okay, then
Not yet.
Beaker's just gonna concentrate and move away from the frog behemoth.
Okay, so the furthest you can get is probably like this direction over here. So there you go.
That's fine. But
Which-
he's just gonna focus on holding his concentration.
Good, which does take us to initiative count 20. And so it is the Froghemoth's turn. Saurus, he's going to make a bite at you.
No.
Oh wait, I should have gone for the. No, I did. Never mind.
That is a 23 to hit Saurus.
Yep.
So you take. Is that a 9 or a 6? That's a 6. Okay, 16. 21 points of piercing damage, and you all watch as Saurus is swallowed by the Froghemoth.
Beaker screams.
Saurus, you are now like sliding down the gullet of the creature. You are considered grappled and restrained. Doesn't prevent you from making attacks. It's just at disadvantage within his body. And you can try to get out with either by doing damage to him or by succeeding on a Constitution saving throw. Or succeeding on a strength throw. All right. Which takes us over to... Let's see. Oh, we're moving down this thing. So Travali makes another death saving throw. Oh, sorry. Come on. It's up. Your go.
Okay.
You just watched Saurus get swallowed.
Yeah. Kaibana kind of loses it.
Yeah.
But let's do the tigers first, just because that's
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
that's easier. Okay, so +5 to hit, and they have advantage.
Yes.
All right, so that's a 16 and a 20 to hit.
Those both hit.
Ooh, so 25 damage.
Oh my god.
25 damage. Okay, so the
Yeah.
Froghemoth actually
God,
has to
tiger.
make a Constitution saving throw. 16. Okay, it was 16 plus 5. So he succeeds. But so you can kind of see like the tigers attack out, and the Froghemoth like for a moment, but holds down what he had swallowed. Good. So then, Kaimana, you can go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna rack the staff I'm holding like a shotgun and cast fireball on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can probably aim it high enough so that the tigers won't get hit.
Yeah.
But that's a dexterity saving throw from the Froghemoth, which is not very good. That's a 12.
Nope, needs to make a 16.
Yeah. So that is he takes full damage.
All right, let me mark it off on my staff here. Hang on.
He is resistant fire damage, so it's still half damage, but it's not half of half. So you
Right.
got that. Yeah. Mhm.
All right, hang on. 3 charges. Okay. Come on, roll high. Roll high. 28, so 14.
14 points of damage. Nice.
Yeah.
And the wall behind him?
Yeah, the tent's on fire.
You watch as the firebolt
Burning down the
explodes.
tent.
I thought it was gonna be Abel missing with a firebolt at the observer or whatever the thing's called, but this will work.
Yep.
Atlanta is 2 for 2 with casting fireball and setting the venue on fire.
As the venue begins to go up in flame. So this might become a dangerous location pretty soon.
Yeah.
All right, that takes us to Travali and crew are both out. Abel, back to you.
It's me already? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, the way the initiative dipped out is almost the entire crew over here goes before any of you go.
Yeah, it's so interesting.
Okay, so seeing Taurus get swallowed, I know I was told not to worry about him, but it's kind of hard to ignore that. So I think I'm going to see if I can hit the creature with what level can I cast this one at? I'm going to try to hit it with a second level Thunder Wave.
Okay.
Let me see.
Do you need to move up to be...
Thunder Wave is... Oh, self, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to hit it with another Scorching Ray.
Okay.
Hit this one with a Scorching Ray. The one that's eating, what's his face? Source.
All right, go ahead and make your 3 attacks against him.
All right, so I line up my shot. 18 plus 8.
That hits.
10 plus 8, so an 18.
That hits.
And a 13 plus 8. Okay.
Yep, all 3 hit.
Nice.
Yeah, Abel.
All right.
If it's over 20 damage, then he has to make the saving throw.
Cool. All right, so... Dos D6, so that's 7. Is that fire damage?
Yes. So it is halved.
Oh, crap. Okay. So that would be what, 3 fire damage?
Okay.
Because you round it down?
Yeah.
Oh, 1 fire damage.
Okay. So 4.
Gosh, man. And then what is this? So 4 fire damage, or a 9.
So 8 total, plus your
right.
D8.
Plus a D8.
Which he gets full of, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that's just like extra damage. It's not specific damage type. 7 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try to hit it with a Force Ballista.
So that's 15
So that's
total
15.
so far. Yep.
Force Ballista is going to be a straight roll. I don't have like... Ooh, a natural 20.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay. So... I don't know why I have the hardest time fighting this freaking thing on D&D Beyond. Okay, there it is. Oh, so I rolled 15. Did we just double the... I rolled 15. Did we just say like 30 or...
Does D&D Beyond automatically double it for you?
No, I didn't. You can tell it to, but I didn't tell it to. You want me to re-roll it?
No. So it's 30, but it goes back to... This is your Force Ballista, so it's 30 points of
Force
damage.
damage.
All right, so that's nice. So let's
And
see.
then
If,
another D8 for that. Oh, 8 damage from the firearm.
nice. Let's see. That is
doesn't-
a 13 plus... What's his con? 5. So, Saurus, you get spit out and land prone there in front of the Froghemoth after Abel pounds into him.
Yeah.
The tent is on fire.
The tent is on fire. But you are now outside of the Froghemoth's mouth. Good, which takes us
The animals.
Which Source, it is your turn because you and Beaker are the only two that rolled above the other group. Oh, hold on.
Which gives.
Okay, you're good. Go ahead.
So I stand up, which takes 25 of my movement.
Yes.
Let me mark myself.
Now I jump on top of it and start hitting the eyes.
Okay, so you jump up onto its face and you start punching at its eyes. So go ahead.
First attack is a 26.
Okay, that hits.
1 electrical damage and 10 regular damage. So
Okay.
that's 11.
All right.
Second attack. That's a 7 plus 8. So that's 15.
That just hits. Yeah, 14 is what you're looking for. Yep.
This time is 2 in electrical, 6. So that's 8 plus 5. So that's 13.
Okay.
I'm going to flurry of blows. That is a miss. I rolled a 2.
Nope. Yep.
So that's only a 10. And then a natural 16. So
That hits. Yep.
And this one does 3 in electrical plus 5. That's 8 plus 5 is another 13.
Okay. All right. It is bloody. It's taking a pounding. All right.
I should hope so.
Yeah. All right. So you're up there. Beaker.
I can't reach Source, so I'm just gonna continue to hold concentration, even though Beaker's very upset.
Okay.
I could probably stand a little healing. Gotta be honest.
Well, I can only heal touch.
Yeah.
I'll call to you if you need healing. Come down here.
Yeah. All right. Marlo, as you're running around the corner here and you pop into, like, Bolton runs through you, but you take another step and you like pop into existence like right here. Yep.
More.
I just hit the slot.
Okay. All right. So you can move into Bolton's.
Do I get sneak attack for this? Because I appeared out of nowhere.
Well, even if not, there are some of your allies are around, so you'd still have
Great.
that. Yeah. So you still
But
have sneak attack.
he is a little spooked. By
He is a
me.
little. He's like, well, yeah. Well, no, he understands
Oh, damn.
the effects of the shadow tethers. So yeah.
Cool. The first hit is gonna be a 28.
That hits.
Jesus.
Second is gonna be a 29.
Yep.
Third is gonna be a 19.
Yep. All 3 hit.
Wow.
Yay. Okay.
Good.
Do I need to roll like differently for slashing versus lightning?
He is resistant to lightning damage.
Okay. Cool.
So fire and lightning.
The slod, yeah, lightning, fire, acid, cold, thunder.
Gosh.
Poison?
Not poison.
Poison?
Big stick.
Does someone have a poison? Doesn't someone have the poison dagger?
Mar does.
Me.
Yeah.
Marlo have that. Marlo has that.
But it never works, so I never use it.
It's true. It doesn't.
17
Big stick. Big
plus,
stick.
Let me pull out my calculator real quick. Sorry.
It's okay.
My sword got an upgrade, so I'm not used to the new numbers.
Yeah. You're fine. It is very good.
Okay. So that is going to be 38 points of slashing damage.
38.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're incredible. Please save me.
And then 9 points of lightning damage.
All right. Nice. All right.
That didn't include sneak attack at all.
No, roll sneak attack.
Do I just add the 1d6?
Yeah.
Okay. 2.
2. Nice.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
Well, that takes it to 40 slashing damage, so that actually feels
That's a
good.
pretty powerful hit. All right.
That feels very
yeah.
good.
Juridan.
Okay. So I'm kind of in this space where no one else can get to these two people, right?
Yeah.
Can I take the disengage action and like back?
You have to use the dash action on this turn.
Oh, because I'm frightened. Fuck, I forgot about that. Well,
Yeah.
I can't. Can I? I have to dash like out that way, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Which they get attacks of opportunity against you.
Just two of them, right?
Just two. Yeah.
Okay.
The slide is going to hit, and the other one is a 16 plus 8, so that's also going to hit.
Oh, they both hit. No,
Yeah.
probably.
Okay. So that is 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and then 13 points of piercing damage.
Oh, I'm down, but I have that thing where I pop back up with one.
With one.
point.
Okay, and then you
So
use
I
the
fall
rest of
down.
your action to escape.
Well, yes.
All right, and then make your wisdom saving throw at the end of the turn.
So I've got one. Hold on, 1 HP. Let me note that 1 HP. And then I make a wisdom save.
Yes.
Okay, come on, Jury. Make the wisdom save. 11.
11. Nope, you're still frightened. So on the next turn, you'll have to use your dash action again as well.
I can't use bonus actions while doing this, right?
It just I don't think so. It just says you have to use your action to escape.
So could I give someone inspiration while I'm running away?
Let's.
Okay.
You guys got this. Bye.
Yeah.
Mar, did you use yours already?
Each
I
creature.
have not used mine.
Okay, I'll give it to Ansel.
A creature must take the dash action. Doesn't say anything what you have to do with your bonus action.
Okay, well, I'll give it to Ansel as I run away screaming. I don't like that.
Okay. All right. Which
Also,
takes us-
Josh, to clarify, nobody here counts as a creature from the Shadow Veil, right?
No, because he's from the limbo and not from the shadow realm. Yep.
Just making sure, because
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with these freak guards.
Yeah. They might just be pawns. All right. That does
Well, I love taking out pawns.
take
You
us
know how I feel
to
about that.
Uriel, who is kind of looking at all this, and he's like, "This is a little too close for my liking," and he is going to cast Dimension Door.
What an asshole.
Yeah.
And he is Gown.
Also at the circus.
Yeah, he pops up at the circus. Yeah, the Shadow Steppers. This one is going to move into Anzel and Dane, and they're going
Does
to
the Shadow Bolton get an attack of opportunity?
I don't think he can make attacks of opportunity. Oh no, he can. He can make attack of opportunity for which he hits. Yes. Okay, never mind. This guy just falls. He's out. But the other one, it gets to Anzel and makes 2. Oh, that's a natural 20 and 18. So the first one definitely is going to hit.
Oh, and the one needs to roll for its wound too.
Okay.
Whenever.
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage on that.
Okay, I think it's just 1d4.
Anzel takes.
It takes 4 damage. Let's go.
With the natural 20, Anzel takes 47 points of damage.
Nice.
Anzel goes down.
Oh God.
And you see the moment she falls, he kind of like absorbs a tether from her that wraps around his blade, and his blade gets a little more damaging looking. All right, which takes us over to Kaimana.
I am going to cast Healing Word at 4th level on Circus.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, and
All
Josh,
right.
that guy can roll for his wound too whenever
yeah,
you
yeah.
want to do that. It's a DC 15 con saving throw.
He failed. He's still wounded.
Nice. Thank you.
So that is 14 points of healing back.
Nice, I will take it
Nice.
because I was down to 20.
Whoop.
And that was a bonus action.
Yep.
Healing Word is a bonus.
So you still have your action. Mhm.
Still have my action. And the spectator's all the way at the top of the tent, right?
Yeah, he's about 45 feet or so up in the air, up at the top of the tent.
Are those pillars still up?
They are. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb one using all of my moving twice to doing my full action to move. Yeah.
Okay, so you are now up at the top of the thing. He's now probably like 10 feet away from you. Yeah.
Okay. That's gonna be it for my turn. Let me roll for the tigers.
All right, go ahead and make your 2 attacks with tigers with advantage.
Okay.
Tiger King.
That's +5 to hit, right?
Yes.
So that's a 17 and an 18.
Both hit.
Right. Oops, no, not that. I do 13 points of damage.
13. Nice. Good. And good. And the Froghemoth was supposed to go before you, but that's okay. He will go now.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. I misread my own chart. So the Froghemoth is now, he's going to make a bite attack at the thing that's harrying his face. So he's going to try to move his face fast enough to catch you, Saurus, with his bite, which probably doesn't hit.
Good luck with that.
That is a 16 to hit.
Nope.
So that misses. And then he's making 2 tentacle attacks out at the tigers. That is a 22 on one tiger and a 23 on the other tiger. So both hit. So first tiger takes 4, 8, 12, 17 points of damage. And the second tiger takes, that's better, 20 points of damage from the tentacles as they lash out. And the tigers are considered grappled, so they're wrapped up in the tentacles.
Okay.
All right, then that takes us to Anzel and Bolt. Oh, Anzel's already, she's down, so she makes a death saving throw. She succeeds on her saving throw. Bolton is gonna move in on this guy. Sorry, Mar. He's going to bring his Echo in, and he's going to make 2 attacks on him that way. Hits. All right. So this guy also goes down there. So as far as you guys are concerned over here, battle has drawn to a close. Not sure where Uriel has run off to, and Zell is unconscious. And with us hitting the spectator's turn at the top, we'll go ahead and pick up there next time because it is 10. But we'll finish up with the spectator. Now, we don't know where Uriel is, what he ran off to, but we'll figure out where all that goes with our split screen battle here.
In which, against all odds, you guys picked poorly than
you guys got the worst fight.
I thought ours was up.
But I just picture fake Uriel finding real Uriel, and you suddenly getting screams from down the.
Okay, please don't say that.
Don't put things like that in my brain.
Don't even put that in your energy.
Yes. Even Sully doesn't like it.
Also, Beaker is such an MVP. Just no, I'm not leaving. We already established that Beaker doesn't leave combat. It's great.
Yeah.
But he's great support, and he knows what he can do and what he can't do, which is
and he hasn't drawn enough attention to get the spectator to look at him. Or the Froghemoth, so yeah. But we still, the Froghemoth is bleeding, but is not out yet. And then we have to wrap up whatever's going on this side. So we'll pick up there next time. We'll see you all then.
All right.
Great.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Oh my god, that was insane.
Sully
What
says she
the
loves you.
hell?